Alright, recording has been started.
Alright, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Okay.
some funky music.
Funky music, white boy. Anyway.
Do it, white boy, do it!
And that's how
No,
you start a campaign.
I'm trying to get into an energy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the whitest boy in the party? You gotta play the funky music.
Asha. Anyway.
Yeah. True.
Here's the simple fact of the matter. They say people have stopped dying. The small village of Summerport, situated between the New Central Sea and the Bloomfale Ridge, is populated by only perhaps a regular number of 60 or 70 individuals. Today, however, most of that population, alongside perhaps another 20 or so outsiders, is packed into the small town hall, standing shoulder to shoulder and peering over each other's heads to get a glimpse of the strange event unfolding in the center of the room. There, standing alone, under the curious eyes of her entire village, is a single young woman. She appears to be human, average height, and of a stocky, well-made build. Her long brown hair falls down her back, pinned straight and thin, and her amber eyes stare straight ahead. She is entirely naked, but not ashamed, her head held up proud, though occasionally she shifts on her feet to keep herself warm in the early summer morning. Her lifetime of farm work is visible in broad shoulders and thick thighs, clearly able to be seen at this very moment. Her tanned skin is marked and nicked with a few labor scars, old and faded, as well as a few newly formed bruises and scrapes. Next to her, laid upon a table, covered from the shoulders down by a blanket, is a corpse. The body's face is clearly visible, and there is no mistaking it. The corpse on the table is the young woman, dead now not but 3 days. The body had been pulled from her family's farmhouse 2 hours ago, where it had rested in preparation for burial, and brought to town hall alongside its living copy upon her return to town. The town's medicine man, an older dwarf, stands on a stool in front of both versions of the woman, living and dead, just having finished his examination of them. Hands on their hips, they turn and face the mayor of Summerport, a catfolk man who stands, thrashing his tail impatiently. As far as I can tell, yes, it's her, the doctor announces to the waiting audience. Instantly, muttering kicks up among the observers. The young woman's family, standing just off to the side, clutches at each other, looking at the mayor for any indication as to what they should do. Are you sure, Garrett? The mayor asks, and the dwarf, Garrett presumably, nods. The mayor lets out a breath and pulls out a small pocket notebook and starts quickly flipping through pages. He takes a long moment, scanning and skipping until he finally alights on a page. Garrett hops off the stool and walks over to him, peering up to see what's inside the book. That's a hefty offer, Emmett, he says, and Emmett, the mayor, shrugs. What else are we going to do? He says as he rips a slip of paper from the book and holds it aloft in the air. Turning to the crowd, he calls over the din. Official offer for an investigation. Pays as well as it can, considering. The crowd goes quiet. Nervous glances abound. None of those standing in the hall seem keen at all to take the mayor up on any such offer. Except, of course, for 4, well, technically 5, outsiders. Which of you steps forward first?
I think Asha steps forward first.
Would you like to describe your character then?
I would love to describe my character. Sort of pushing its way between townsfolk and outsiders alike at just over 3 feet tall. The most striking thing about the figure stepping forward is the shock of bright blue hair, not out of place for a gnome, but certainly an unnatural hair color for for many races. They are small and lithe and pale, and dressed for travel in bright colors with splotches of colored inks and other pigments clear on their face. And she steps forward with confidence and aplomb and looks around to see if anyone else is joining him.
The mayor, Emmett, as you step forward, Asha, his eyes sort of dart to you, and he's a catfolk, like I said, with very sort of thick, bushy, gray fur, sort of starting to gray around the nose and the mouth and the tips of the ears. And as you step forward, he looks at you, realizes he doesn't know who you are, but nods anyway, and sort of beckons you forward towards him more.
Walk right up.
Who is the second to step forward?
I think Renza will be. There's a bit of a look of conference with the cloaked creature near her side before she too steps forward. Ahada by her side.
Would you like to describe yourself, please?
In stark contrast to the bright colors and vibrant, the woman seems almost faded. There's a quality of not quite distance, but of time. Gray skin, dark gray hair, and eyes that glow faintly green in the light. Dressed in more muted colors, but with what you can see of underlayers that are in fact colored. One point of very marked brightness is a symbol in silver fire on her forehead that is matched on the pale mask of the creature that moves beside her.
And there is a muttering that picks up among the crowd. Sorry, did I interrupt you?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
There's a muttering that picks up in the crowd around you, not as you step forward, but instead as Ahada. I'm gonna have to get used to saying that name.
So am I. I'm so sorry.
Becomes visibly plain, although there is a cloak over their form. It is not hard to see. It is not a singular other person, but instead the serpentine figure, the no legs, and instead a long sort of scaled tail. It is... I don't think we've agreed on an appearance yet for Ahada. But if I may, I think they are sort of a mottled brown and black. Almost like a diamondback, with a much paler underbelly. But between the sort of fabric wrapped around and secured just beneath their head and the pale mask that covers any hint of the face, it is not... no one can quite see the head of this creature. The mask itself is sort of round with two curved horns that come back, forming sort of a triangle shape, and then a couple of offshooting horns off of either side. and 2 black holes with lines running up towards the top that seem to also be divoted into the mask. But even though one should be able to see past those holes, they are entirely black, as if there is some sort of material covering what would otherwise be the eye holes. Emmett doesn't really seem to know what to do with the sight of Ahada, but the energy seems to be like, well,
This might as well happen.
Forward. At this point, Garrett, the town doctor, sort of waddles back over to the young woman, and you can hear him under his breath go, "Marceline, you can put your clothes back on. I'm sorry." And she responds, she says, "It's really not a problem. It's fine." And she bends down and starts to pick up her discarded clothing, which was piled on the floor at her feet, and starts to redress herself in front of the crowd. Who was the third?
I feel like Cyprus might be, and it's not exact. When he steps forward, I feel like it's a very unassuming, like, he's not noticed until he's made most of his way there. He steps out of the crowd, and it is this almost plum purple tiefling, with kind of platinum blonde hair of some sort, tied in a very loose braid, and more plaited than anything. And he, speaking of a diamond back kind of pattern, there is a almost like leaf green shawl of some sort thrown over his chest, with a kind of diamond pattern on the woven bits of it, and he stands about 5'9" or so, and probably one of his most striking features are the bright gold eyes that he sports. They are pale, almost cat-like in that they sport a kind of slit pupil, and he regards the retinue that is beginning to form quietly. He has kind of a pack slung over one shoulder, and he approaches quietly.
You are also, as you approach Emmett at some point, Mayor Emmett does indeed make eye contact with you and nod again. Marceline is finishing dressing now, sort of in very light work clothes, a set of sort of the word that's coming to brain is bloomers, but that's not right.
Trousers?
Trousers, thank you. And a light, airy blouse. No different than just about many of the other individuals here, sort of gathered. And as these people start to step forward, more of the crowd starts to sort of step back. Seemingly very uninterested in being sort of swept up into this. The last individual who is going to join the party at this moment in time, I think less finds themselves stepping forward and more not realizing everyone else is stepping back.
Yes.
And so is forced to make a choice to step forward or step back further. Nocturne?
Yes, fuck it. I'll step forward. Why not?
I don't mean to make a character decision, but that feels right for Cybus.
Yeah, no, it is. It's like, oh, well, I guess this is my life now. Let's go. So an elf, but a weird elf. This like bright teal blue skin, more teal than blue. The traditional pointed elf ears, but right below those traditional points, there's like another, almost like it's trying to mimic fish fins on the side of the head. White irises, sclera the same color as the skin, and like bright green hair. Shaved long, like swept back so you can see the shaved sides, and with the long sideburn things, as well. Also covered in freckles, just everywhere. But they're not like they're more of they're like more they're more they make the skin more blue, like darker and more blue. Um, Black top off the shoulders. Cargo pants. Uh, the shoes that like don't look practical for walking, really. They're like a little bit too more fancy and like structured than what you'd really think someone would use for like just walking around traveling. Um, like a bag. There's like weird shapes in this bag. You don't know what's in here. Um, it's like there's things shoved into this bag that people don't traditionally really carry around with them, and it's fine. Don't think about it. There's also things in the pants of the in the pockets of the cargo pants that are making like weird shapes. And yeah,
The 5-ish of you, and I'm saying ish mostly about the snake creature, because it seems to less be joining up with you as an equal and more kind of hovering a little bit over Renz's shoulder, all sort of gather in this semicircle around Emmett, who waits for another second, his head sort of tilted up over, I think, Ash's head, uh, most range of visibility. And when it becomes clear that everyone else is sort of moving back rather than forward, he sighs and looks down at the four of you and just goes, "Well, I guess I shouldn't be shocked at strangers. Can I get your names?"
Sivus Spider Ticker.
He nods and flicks to another page in his little notebook. It's not much bigger than his hand, and he just sort of has a graphite stick that he's writing with.
SYVIS.
He nods his appreciation, and he scrawls your name down fairly quickly, and then looks back up for the next one.
Renza and Audra.
Nods again, asks for the spelling of your last name.
No, last name. Audra is my companion. Again, I know I lost pronunciation you were using. It's fine. We don't care right now. This is session 1.
Yeah, I misunderstood what you had said.
Yeah. I
think he did make that mistake in canon.
Yeah, you know what? She'll roll with that mistake. She'll roll with that mistake.
And apologizes first to you, and then sort of looks past your shoulder and apologizes to Ahada.
Ahada.
who just sort of nods silently in their mask. And there's a moment where it's very clear Emmett had expected a verbal response. And then just sort of goes, okay. And looks back at the other two of you.
Cyprus Nightingale.
Nods again and writes your name down once with the others.
Asher. Just Asher.
Yeah. And when he has all four of your names, he shuts the book with sort of a very hearty snap, and sort of tucks it under his arm, and he holds out the piece of paper that he had held aloft, and he goes, this is the offer of what I've got to give you for any help, but just sort of. And he sort of looks over back at Marcelin, who is sort of standing off to the side with Garrett, and I don't know what to tell you much about the job.
Cyprus cocks his head to the side a little bit.
Emmett sighs and motions Garrett and Marcelin over, and they sort of wander up to stand at his side. And he goes, well, Miss Frostwald here is the fourth such individual to return to us from the dead.
Thrilling stuff.
Little unnerving. No offense, Miss Frostwald. And she kind of waves him off with a hand. And she goes, can't be more unnerving than seeing your own corpse.
And, fourth such person, you said. When was the first?
The first was about 3 months ago. An older member of our community fell while working out in his field and passed away. And 6 days later, he came back from the Ridgeside.
So is the Ridgeside a commonality?
He nods, and he it's easy to explain to you, but you have also kind of seen it as you have been in this town. Ridgeside refers to the southeastern side of town, most close to the Bloomfale Ridge.
Yeah, makes sense.
And Emmett explains to you that's where a lot of our farmers and our foragers tend to work over that way, work and live. Since there's not really land in the other direction anymore. They die. And then a couple of days later, they come out from the woods. I'm sure Marceline can tell you more. And she nods. And Garrett sort of pipes up and he goes, I've looked at all 4 of them. I can give you some sort of what I can tell. Closest thing we got to a doctor around here.
Do they all
Much appreciated.
Do they all come from the same place?
Emmett kind of hems and haws for a second and goes, well, they all come from the same forest area. And they've all mentioned something, and he looks over and Marceline speaks up and she goes, I woke up in a cave in a pool of water. And that's what Jesse said he woke up in too.
By description, was it the same pond?
I think so. I mean it wouldn't make any sense for it not to be the same pond.
He kind of cocks his head again. There's a little bit of a shine in his eyes. But he doesn't say anything else.
It's sort of in the side of one of the smaller one of the hills, but like smaller mountains. It's sort of, and then you go probably about 30-40 feet down from the surface, and there's a little underground waterway. There's all sorts of moss and things. That's where I woke up. I don't think I could walk you back there. I only barely made it back to town myself.
Oh, there's no need for that. But tell me, how long did you walk to get back to town?
Well, I was out there for a couple of days, but I think I walked in the wrong direction first. I'm not. I usually just work the fields with Ma and the little ones. I don't usually go much further than the field.
Well, who could blame you for being a bit turned around?
Emmett nods and goes, there's the forest pass through the mountains. It's the only way south, but it's a hell of a trek. You go far enough and you can't go anymore, essentially. It's really hard to make it past the ridge and down into the lands beyond. So most people who head out that way just go for foraging. It's how we lost the other 2. Well, lost and then regained them.
Interesting.
And did you encounter any creatures on your... creatures isn't quite the right word. Anything that tried to do you harm on your way back?
I mean, there's wolves out there. Emmett kind of clears his throat again and goes, that's the other reason most people don't go too far through the ridge. Wolves, boars, bears, and that's just in the first day or so. Who knows what's really back there.
Fair enough.
It's good hunting grounds for pelts and the like, but you gotta be careful.
Have you noticed anything different with the surrounding area since, well, before all this had happened? Anything of note?
Emmett kind of shakes his head, and Marcelin kind of goes, well, you wouldn't. You stay in town.
Like, it's a little bit of, like, a look from Cyprus. It's like, it's that quiet judgment of, like, I'm staring at you because what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, the city people.
Yeah. And Emmett kind of gives her a sharp little look. But it doesn't seem, like, reproachful in the, like, shut up, like, don't talk back to me, but in the, like...
Do you blame
Really?
me?
In front of strangers?
Yeah. We're trying to have a thing here. We're trying to be professional here, Marcelin.
God.
And
Incredible.
she kind of, well, I mean, we've had a few more issues with their livestock. The wolves have been a bit more pushy. We've had to keep the real little ones inside the fences all season. Past couple of years, actually.
Could I ask a question about the second and third deaths? You said they were foragers who went missing?
Emmett kind of looks a little bit kind of doing that, like, wince expression. Some of our families, they mostly rely on foraging to make a business and that sort of thing. I mean, the forests are hard, but they got a lot of good stuff in them if you know where to look. Especially these days. One of them, I need to check name. One of them, one of those families, lost two of their kids. Older, sort of. I think they're 14. Are they 14 right now? And Marcelin nods, and says, Janie and Dylan, they're twins. Good kids. Little, they're good kids. Emmett says, they were missing for 4 days before they came back, and when they did, they, showed us the cliffside that they'd fallen over. And at the bottom, well...
So these people remember how they die?
Seems to be, yeah. And Marcelin nods.
I think at this point, Cyprus turns to, Marceline.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can remember that was, aside from dying, different about either the time of day, an experience, anything that may have been abnormal?
Well... little weird to find rattlers in the cornfields. But not completely unusual.
Would that be unusual, like, as a ping in, Cyprus's head? Like...
You can First roll of the game. Knowledge nature, please.
Okay, oh god, what dice do I use? I'm not gonna use the tea room dice, because that's the ones that I use to roll bad. Oh, do I do the trans dice, or do I do my other, like, purpley green ones?
Trans.
Trans? Okay.
Trans dice.
Come on, trans
Power
flag,
of
let's go.
transgender.
Roll well. You have a sick nature check. Oh, that was a really bad roll. Hold on.
No!
Well, not terrible, but like bad. Nature. Knowledge
Start
nature,
them
right?
Nature, yes.
Oh god, okay. 14?
14. Okay. So snakes are creatures that usually are not super into being around people.
Mm-hmm.
They are creatures that tend to lay low. They are opportunistic hunters rather than like active hunters. They tend to avoid large parts of civilization, and something as well trodden and walked as a planting field in the early summer would be a little bit weird for a snake to really be in, unless they had spotted an opportunity for food.
Mm-hmm. I think in Cyprus's mind, he's thinking maybe there was more mice or rodents in that area, and thus the rattlers were baited out, but also that's a little strange. And he's kind of like mulling that over along with the wolf situation.
Mm-hmm. And Marcelin goes, so I mean, I guess I wasn't really looking, and that's how I got bit. And then there's the wolves, and then I mean, Ma was the one who saw Jesse come in first, so that was a little weird.
Elaborate.
Emmett kind of goes, the first to come back. We had buried him a couple days before, so. Marcelin, Miss Frostwald, had a bit of a shock. See a dead man walking up to her fence.
Cyprus just bobbed his head.
Oh, I woke up naked.
Did the rest.
Emmett nods. We sort of, I sent a scout party out to look for the pool that they've been mentioning. Hasn't come back with findings yet, but hoping soon. If that's where they all wake up, we're thinking about dropping off some clothes, survival kit, directions back to town.
Smart.
One other question, if it's not too much. Sorry, hold on.
Emmett does go, nothing's too much. Ask whatever you need.
Have all of the deaths been by home?
Jesse fell, cracked his head open. Garrett is speaking up at this point.
Yeah.
Jesse fell, cracked his head open. Twins, fallen. Marcelin was a snake bite.
Huh. So all of them were because of not necessarily injury, but Renza kind of waves their hand a little bit onto the...
Sounds like injury to me.
Yes, but... Okay, doesn't matter. Specifics...
Unnatural causes.
Thank you.
Garrett kind of, like, wiggles his hand a little bit and goes, I mean, in normal cases, I would have just put him up to, you know, the kind of accidental stuff that happens out in this kind of village, you know?
But no one dropped dead of a heart attack.
No.
Weird.
Were the twins, being chased by anything? Or did they just end up falling off that bridge?
Emmett shakes his head and just goes, some of the mountainside over here can be,
Precarious.
Yeah. Things that were stable and solid one day can be real loose the next.
Cyprus nods.
And clarify, these 4 deaths in the past 4 months are the only deaths in the community.
Garrett shakes his head. At the end of the last 4 months, he seems to be, like, thinking, I know we lost someone else. Oh, yeah, little Emile, sad, don't know how she ended up in the water, but drowned. Not too far off the docks.
And how old was she?
7?
And when did she die, in relation to the other 4?
After Jesse, before the twins.
Thank you.
He nods. Garrett, not Garrett. Emmett, once again holds out his offering of payment to you all. It's not in coin, but it is an offering of, sundry goods, excellent pelts for trading, good tailor services, you all know Summerport is pretty well known for its winter gear, being able to make very solid winter clothing.
Hell yeah.
So that's on offer. It seems to be a collection of things, and it's all sort of promised to be handmade and personally done. The vibe is very much Emmett pulling the strings with various local craftsmakers.
Yep. If no one else reaches out to take it, Renza will, so that... sorry.
No, you're good. Renza can take it. Asha would reach for it too, but Renza can take it.
Well, she's gonna hand it around so that people can look and sort of get an idea of what.
For the area and the time you're all living in, this is a bounty.
Yeah.
For some of you, this is like guaranteed survival on the road for a couple of months.
Hell yeah.
Others of you, this is a great bouncing off point for any trading you need to do, any travel even.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get off this particular isolated peninsula that Summerport's on, this would be an excellent way to barter your way onto a ship.
Yep.
Excellent.
If this holding,
I want to try and help if I can. I will accept my portion, but and this is sort of referring. This is sort of turning to speak to the other three. Very interesting people,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to try and help.
Well, you can't get a better story than this, and I want to get to the bottom of it.
I'm quite interested
Yeah.
on the way that nature's reacting to this. He is also eyeing the pelts.
Garrett will also speak up and offer you a very hastily written medical report on Marcelin, which I'm sharing with you in Roll20.
Excellent.
Ah, thank you. Oh, I do have actually one other question for either Marcelin or Garrett. Is that the doctor's name?
Garrett, yeah. Garrett Ludswith, local cleric and town medicine man.
Incredible. She is going to ask about, are there any signs of the injuries that killed them on any of the people?
Garrett speaks up and says, nope. If you want to look, the snake bite is left foot, and he points towards where Marcelin's corpse on the table is. Don't recommend it. It is not a pretty bite.
I think where Arenza will brace herself and go to look and also ask the living Marcelin for consent.
Marcelin lets you. I'm
Yeah.
not going to describe it in great detail.
It's bad.
Snake bites are bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Particularly ones that are able to be treated with anti-venom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a hemotoxin snake. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Renzo was looking for legitimate reasons. I was poking a little bit of fun at my ridiculous knowledge about venomous snakes.
You're a nerd.
Yes.
Could Cyprus kind of like take a little look-see too?
Yeah. Either of you can make a medicine check.
Okay.
If you want to know more.
Cyprus is very much trying to figure out if this is like, you know, she said it was like a rattlesnake. Is this like what I would assume that is? So, you said what was it?
Heal.
Knowledge medicine.
Knowledge medicine.
Just medicine.
Medicine. Oh, there is a medicine. Yeah. I know there's
There
a
is a
medicine.
Heal, you mean, right?
Heal. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
I knew what I meant. I was like, there is
Yeah.
a check with this vibe.
Ooh, okay, that's pretty good.
I mean, if you'll let me do a knowledge check, I would far prefer that over a heal check.
Nope, heal.
Yeah.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got a 16 minus 1 for 15.
Aw!
Okay, so first off, the puncture wounds are very visible.
Yeah.
Due to the swelling of the skin. very much looks like a rattler bite, or at least some sort of
Yeah.
snake bite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looks of some venomous sort, hemotoxic, probably. It seems in line with the story of a venomous snake bite.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
I think Cyprus is going to look at Marceline and just be like, and this is still painful.
Oh, no.
He cocks his head a little bit.
Left hand, not in the foot.
Oh, are you talking about the bite or my hand?
The bite.
Oh, she lifts her left leg up and sort of props her foot on the edge of the table, which is weird, but she seems to kind of be rolling with it. And around the ankle where the bite is, there is no sign of puncture wound. There is no sign of toxic seepage. There's nothing.
Huh.
So this was all in the dead body had this, but she has none of it.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
She does say, "It did suck to die of. I will be honest with you."
Understandable. It sounds like a immensely shitty experience.
Yeah.
I don't think Cyprus even comments on that. He's like, of course it fucking sucks to die of a rattler bite. What do you...
Yeah,
Negative.
showing some sympathy.
-1 charisma, baby! It's all dumped into wisdom. He does not care.
Yeah, you've got the wisdom, I've got the charisma. It's fine.
Yeah. The balance, it needs to be maintained. Somebody's gotta be monotone about this. Anyways.
So sort of stepping back from Body and looking at the other three, and so what do we think our first move should be?
Garrett kind of clears his throat again and goes, if you need anything in town, you can sort of show that around, explain. I'm sure most in town will be willing to help. Maybe not for free, but at least discounted or something.
Much appreciated.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I want to find a pool, a cave, in a hill, in a forest.
Cypress bobs his head. In
Yeah.
agreement.
Yeah. If we're gonna do that, it might be worth us possibly bringing the sets of clothing and the instructions back to town that you mentioned. Because if we manage to find it, we might as well not take the risk on us not being able to find it again.
Emmett kind of nods and goes, well, we're not exactly set with the items yet, but I can write down some... I can give you some paper so you can try to figure out directions in the way.
Okay.
I would love some paper. I would love to write down some directions.
He pulls a couple of sheets of paper from his book. They're very sturdy pages, very clearly made in town.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna get paper in this economy? You gotta make it yourself.
Yeah, God bless. He hands it to you. And as you do, Garrett speaks up and goes, now, if you're going, be careful. I wouldn't go too much further south if you can avoid it. Or try to not go too far south. And Emmett kind of... an expression flashes across his face. Sort of in the, like, really now kind of vibe.
Can I get a vibe check?
Yeah,
Well, more specifically, can my little guy get a vibe check?
I'd also like to vibe check
Sure,
too.
make a sense motive, and I will make a sense motive for
Like, even if they can't convey it right now, but get a vibe check.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to vibe check too, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Oh my god, I rolled the tea room dice because I wanted to see if it would roll bad. I rolled a natural 20. God, why? Okay, I just wanted it to be funny.
Little guy rolled a 23.
Oh, okay, you rolled for little guy. Okay, cool.
Sorry.
No, it's okay, I didn't realize what was going on.
You can roll for them if you would like. I assumed I was rolling.
We probably should have established this earlier. It's fine.
Would you like to roll, or do you want me to roll?
I will roll, if that is okay, because I did grab... One of the sets of dice I grabbed was for little guy.
Alright. Just wanted to establish that.
Yes. Much appreciated.
Okay. Cyprus. And so, Ahada, is listening. I will get to, whatever they get will be less than whatever,
Yes.
Cybus and Asha get. So, not Cybus, Cyprus and
Yes.
Asha get. It starts.
It begins.
This is why we just need to call Cypress Feathers and it'll all be fine. We'll get there.
Cyprus and Asha, first off, Garrett is a very older, dwarvish individual. They have a very long beard, and some of it is speckled with gray and white. And you know that dwarves live a lot longer than, like, catfolk do.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of the energy is kind of the, okay, Grandpa, I've heard the story 7 times, like, energy. But the way Garrett says this, it seems to be more like as though, like, in that way that older people try to warn younger folks, like, don't stay out too late or else the human traffickers are gonna get you.
Yep. Don't you dare give them your phone number or they'll find a way to track you, and it's...
Yeah, it's kind of some of that energy. Like there's some sort of story or knowledge that Garrett has that he's warning you about without, like, launching fully into it. Emmett, however, seems to be very, like, they're going to have to go south a bit because that's where the ridge is. And Garrett goes, I know my geography. I've been here longer than you. And Emmett is like, I know, Garrett. I know. Just, it's okay. The ridge is dangerous, but it's okay. And Garrett kind of huffs a little bit, but doesn't speak anymore.
I think Cypress might speak up because of noticing this, and, like, his respect for older figures is pretty high. He's going to ask quietly, just be like, is there something we should avoid, in your opinion? Aside from just going...
Emmett cuts in and goes, old stories and legends, that's all.
I wasn't asking you.
Garrett barks a laugh and points at you, Cyprus, and goes, I like you. I like you, little one. Proper goddamn respect.
Cyprus out here making new enemies, let's go!
And Garrett says, these are stories older than me, I will say. But when I was young like you, my old ma said never to go too far south. Said something in there was cursed.
Ooh, curses.
Yeah. Places do love their curses, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Garrett nods so sagely. When you say this, Cyrus.
I don't think Cyprus says anything, but his eyebrows like do kind of lift up, which is an express like he's been pretty like stony faced. That's probably the most interest he's shown so far.
He kind of goes, Ma used to say there were some people that lived in there, some old kingdom of some sort. Long gone now, but said they disappeared. And not to go too far down.
Interesting. Cyprus will remember this.
Telltale Games flash up, Cyprus will remember this.
Curses, yes!
Oh. Weird flex, but okay.
And Emmett just kind of goes, if there were people there ain't been people since, well, a very long time. Since even before the Akavians threw themselves into the sea.
Cyprus nods
If they
again.
disappeared, it's because they're all dead. And Garrett kind of like shakes his head a little bit, just like, no, boy, there's something down there.
Well, that is more... Even if it is story tales, that's more than what we're going in with. It's good to be wary of what the old speak of.
Emmett sighs, and Garrett thinks that his old stories of curses have something to do with this.
And he might be right.
I mean, old stories of curses tend to happen because of, well, some reason.
Either way...
Well, sure, but there's been a lot more magical upheaval around here in the last 100 years or so.
Well, usually stories of curses start to warn people of danger. Maybe it was just because there's quite a bit of danger down in the south, but could have had some merit. It's at least good to know.
We will proceed with caution as we move south.
Garrett nods, and Emmett goes, well, I guess that's good advice anyway, considering it's the forest and the ridge, but I wouldn't expect whatever Garrett's going to tell you about, if you ask more. But Garrett seems so satisfied and so vindicated that somebody's listening to him.
You're welcome, buddy.
God.
Respect your elders. I know sometimes they're pieces of shit, but like, The stories are fun.
Emmett is just... Any other questions at the moment, or anything else I can help you with?
So, if we want to find this, we want to head via Ridgeside and travel perhaps a couple of days?
He shrugs. Ridgeside, yeah. I don't know how far in, though.
Okay. We can walk from there.
Marceline speaks up again and goes, I mean, I can show you back by our fields. Might be the easiest way to get back there.
Probably, yeah. Is there any other preparation we want to do before we head out?
Emmett does offer, as you walk through town, to sort of point out important places in town. If that's something
Much appreciated.
And Marceline dips over to talk to her family for a moment, and they all seem to sort of nod and head out in front of you guys, Marceline in tow. Not Marceline in tow. Marceline sort of staying back with you three. The crowd in the hall has seemed to sort of disperse a little bit now that it seems like nothing else big is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You are still getting some curious looks from some folks here and there. Mostly people sort of looking you over. It's easy to tell who's from here and who's an outsider. The people from here, it's not that they're all wearing the same thing. There's not like a town uniform, but there's very much, a certain style and material that they all sort of have in common.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi! Asterisk!
Hello! I literally
Hello.
just clocked out of work.
Oh, jeez!
God bless.
Hello, our beloved!
Welcome.
We just got through some of the introductory.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm thinking we're gonna do is I'm gonna finish a little bit of description here, and then I'm gonna jump to you, Asterisk, and we're gonna improv our way into you joining the party.
Oh god, okay. Oh god.
Jump right in.
You'll be fine!
Yeah.
I will try. I almost said I will cry. I meant to say I'll try.
You can do that too if you want, but
Yeah, if you need to cry, you can!
Okay.
But the natives to Summerport seem to sort of all be in a very similar style and make. There are a lot of humans, though there is a smattering of a bunch of other folk. This is now a port town, and so people sort of come in and out. There is a not insignificant number of catfolk around. As well as elves, dwarves, and the occasional halfling. The outsiders are not as pick-outable by race, but rather by sort of some of the eclectic styles of dress and wear. There are some that seem to be probably from this same peninsula, but a different town. Others that appear that they must have arrived by boat and pretty recently, probably from the south, considering more southern areas at least. Considering, it's warm here, but not necessarily crop top warm. And as Emmett, Garrett, and Marceline start to lead you out into the sort of main town area, Astris,
Oh boy.
You'll do great.
Thanks.
Elith, I'm going to say, are rolling up to town this morning.
Okay.
It is probably about an hour after dawn.
Okay.
As you sort of walk up a stone-lined path that leads you to the town of Summerport.
Okay.
It's a relatively small town, less than about 100 people on the regular, though because it is one of the region's ports, it does see heavy footfall and traffic as people move through it, both in and out of this northern peninsula you are on.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're not expecting to see a lot of people as you walk into town. But it's a little odd to see what seems like about the majority, if not all, of the town's population walking and sort of dispersing away from City Hall.
That's funky fresh.
They seem to be moving in groups, sort of gossiping with each other. And as you step in, you hear a couple as they are making their way to what appears to be probably their house, and just, I mean, it's a delight Marcelin's back, but I mean, Garrett says it's her, but you never know. And the gentleman says, well, if Garrett says it's her, then as far as I'm concerned, it's her.
Ooh.
And as you head down Main Street towards City Hall, you see a very eclectic group of individuals step out of the front of City Hall. They are headed up by a gray, thick-furred catfolk individual, who seems to sort of be going white around the edges. A dwarven man, individual, they, sort of at his side, looking a little smug, with brown hair, but peppered with some gray and white.
Okay.
And a young woman in farmer's clothing, long, thin brown hair, on the catfolk's other side. And behind them, a gathering of 5 individuals.
Oh boy.
One, a short gnome person with bright blue hair. A very tall, blue-skinned elf with green hair, one side shaved. A sort of plum tiefling with plaited blonde hair. A fetchling in sort of heavy coat. And a big steak person with a cloth sort of wrapped around just underneath their jawline, and a white mask that covers their entire face. Would you like to describe your character, please? Astris.
I know. I'm trying to remember if my character. Okay. What is?
Both sides saved. Sure, sorry.
Huh?
You're good. No, Cybus has both sides shaved, not just one.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my cat is being distracting.
He's very cute.
I have 2 of them trying to be distracted right now.
No!
Bastards!
They are bastards. So Elith is not the tallest human. They're around 5'4". Not that they're human, but they look it. They have short
ginger hair and cyan, kind of almost glowing eyes. And if you look closely, I know I made it big on the art, but if you look closely, there's like this glowing scar down this one part of their jaw. They're dressed in pretty standard adventuring roguish attire, trying not to stand out too much. Yeah, that's Ellis.
As you approach, you hear the cat folk saying to the young woman in the farming getup, sort of, "Now, Marceline, if you feel tired, you should make sure to sit down and rest. We don't know how." And she kind of waves him off a little bit, and she goes, "I'm fine, Emmett." As you get closer to City Hall, the doors are open, and you sort of glance inside just out of habit, and something odd strikes you.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the middle of the room, now sort of being tended to by someone in a sort of loose-fitting sort of jumper, is a corpse. But it appears to be the corpse of the young woman Marceline in front of you.
Oh, okay. Would it be okay if you guys gave me like a very brief description of what happened already, just so I have some context?
So
Sure.
we got into town and found. Well, we didn't get into town. A lot of us were already there. And found basically everyone in the town hall. Where the town cleric and local medicine man was basically giving the rundown that, yes, this woman does full well seem to be the same woman as the corpse.
Yep.
And basically there was a bounty put out for anyone willing to investigate. The weird cave that people who died from from injurious means,
So
seems
no
to come
natural
back
death.
out of every couple of days after they die.
We figured out the cave thing by asking about, like, if they remember where they showed up. And everybody seems to say that they come from the same pond, or seems to be. The people, what was it? They remember how they die, so they're able to kind of, like, tell us where the hell their bodies are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, funky.
That is funky. That is funky for us.
You also, Elith, hear someone kind of gossiping over sort of someone else opening a market stall. And they point towards this eclectic group of people and goes, "Yeah, those strangers are apparently going to try to figure out why people keep coming back."
Ooh. Tasty.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are staring at the corpse, I think Marceline looks at you, and just goes, "Oh, don't worry about it, honey. It is me, but it's not. It's fine. Welcome to Summerport."
Oh my god. What a welcome.
And Emmett and the cat folk just puts one hand over his face. And it's just like, Marceline.
She is fucking incredible, though. That's
wow,
the thing.
I love that vibe.
She's great. If you have the time, this is being recorded, by the way, so, like, if you ever want to listen to the beginning of session, you can when this is posted.
Oh, rad.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that was missed? There was 4 people that died.
And
well,
came back.
technically 5, and then a meal after. So there was Jesse that died first. How did he die? I missed that.
Fell.
Fell?
Fell and cracked his head.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's the one that hit his head. There was the twins that fell off a cliff side when the
Off a
thing
bridge,
gave
I
up.
think.
Well,
No, it was a cliff.
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
a hill.
cliff. My
type
bad.
thing, Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, ridge. Okay, my bad.
yeah, Ridge. Emil was 7 and died by drowning, like between the twins and Jesse, I think.
But has not come back.
But has not come back. And then
Oh.
Marceline was bitten by a rattlesnake, but is alive right now. All of them are technically alive right now, as far as we know. What else? Oh, their older wounds, like from like childhood and stuff like that, like if they had like a broken hand or whatever the heck, apparently seem to be, when they come back, they seem to be still there. However, the wounds that they receive from dying are not.
Okay.
We learned that there's been, like, some issues with the livestock in the last few years, like, wolves have been going after them, so, like, there's some weird things maybe going on with the wildlife, who knows?
It's a little fucky.
It's a little funky and funky fresh and a little fucky, too. It's, you know, how it go. But going farther south, apparently, is also dangerous, but that's where we gotta go for the pool and stuff, probably. So...
And notably, all of the people who died and came back either live or work on the side of town closest to the mountain range.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than the seaport.
Which is south,
Okay.
right?
Yes, that's the southeast
Okay.
part of town.
Oh yeah, because the one who didn't come back drowned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did we figure out where, like, where the heck, where...
Geographically?
Yes, geographically, thank you. Where that, like, river or, lake was? Like, was that
Didn't
northern,
they say that
southern?
it was at the port?
Yeah, it was at the port.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice to know. I'm gonna put that in my
So
notes.
from where you're standing on Main Street now outside of City Hall, the one side of the street has a row of buildings, and the other side of the street looks over a small dip, in which there are a couple more buildings below, but from here you can see out towards the sea. And you can see the early morning of Summerport start to sort of take hold now that everyone is no longer engaging with this sort of unnatural resurrective site event.
Mm-hmm.
There are fishermen at the docks getting ready to push off for the day. There are folks opening up their relative stores or stalls. Other folks that seem to be making their way for the Ridgeside. Though people seem to be stalling a little bit if they're walking in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
And Elith, the Emmett, the catfolk man, sort of, I'm sorry about Marceline. She's been through some stuff in a bit. I promise we're mostly normal here.
Mostly normal. Love it.
Might need a little bit more convincing than that.
I think you should greet all guests this way.
No!
Just no.
It's
Yeah,
so
I mean-
interesting.
Maybe they should only greet the interesting guests this way.
Oh,
Because only the interesting guests are gonna appreciate it.
so
Cyprus
true.
does not at this.
The
Am I wrong?
catfolk looks as like though he's like, right, outsiders, travelers, adventurers,
Live to
The
harass.
weird ones.
the weird ones.
The weird ones.
Love the weird ones.
Yeah.
Oh.
Weird ones.
He just
I think canonically Renza sort of kept walking and then realized that people had stopped.
Mm-hmm. Emmett seems to kind of be moving as though he wants to keep moving, but he looks at you again, Elith, and just goes, I'm sorry, I'm Emmett, I'm mayor in town. If you need anything, let me know.
I will. Thank you.
These are folks I've hired for something else. Don't.
Oh?
We're looking into it.
What was that?
Weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
I like weird stuff.
Oh?
Do you?
I do.
Well, how weird.
Yeah.
How much of
I suppose that depends on the weird.
What about curses?
I haven't met a weird so far that's turned me off yet.
Oh!
Oh, I don't know you that well yet, but I think you two are gonna get along great. And just gesture.
Well, no, why don't you come with us and we'll tell you about the weird stuff?
I would love nothing more.
Wonderful. Sorry, is
Emmett?
that okay? Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
I mean, the likelihood of us being in danger with more people is less.
More hands make easier work.
Cyprus nods.
I mean, I was considering just tailing you if you didn't say yes anyway. So.
Ah. Yeah.
Emmett looks at you and looks at the group and just goes, I think you'll fit in, yeah.
Mildly concerning, but that's alright.
Look, weird stuff for weird problems. Weird people for weird things.
Oh, yes. You know what, Asha, I will accept that as good argument.
Thank you kindly.
And he sort of waves you closer, Elith. The dwarf introduces himself quickly as Garrett, the cleric and doctor of town. And I think between the party and Garrett, Emmett, and Marcelin, they kind of fill you in on the quick backlog we gave you a second ago out of character.
Yeah. I look delighted.
They kind of mention Garrett, Emmett is kind of giving a quick tour of town, and then Marcelin's going to take you out to Ridgeside, to sort of get a look at the forest.
Oh yeah, all of the people are coming out of the forest. That was the direction that the caves were from.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. The town itself, again, is pretty small. The standard size of the population seems to be about a little under 100. 60 to 70 people. Emmett points out, first, well, he says, you've seen City Hall. Next to, he points out, not too far away is, seems to be Garrett's clinic.
Mm-hmm.
He also points out a tailory, a blacksmithery, and a sort of off to the side building that he kind of hesitates about pointing out, and then Marcelin goes, that's Adelaide's. she's not really a like a merchant, but she's kind of our local tinkerer.
Oh.
And Emmett goes, tinkerer is a kind word. They mention as well, the tailor's name is Van and the blacksmith's name is Grady.
Did you just say gravy?
Grady. Grady.
Good old gravy.
Just like, excuse me?
I miss gravy.
And so this is the equivalent of the video game pointing you in your home base and telling you this is where your shop NPCs are.
Yes.
Have fun, smile.
We get a fun little marker for them and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, they're on our fucking mini-map now.
God bless. As you sort of reach the edges of town, Emmett and Garrett do say their goodbyes. And again, if any of you need anything, they and the shopkeepers they pointed out will do their best to help you.
There goes my good old buddy the dwarf.
Yeah. Marcelin leads you the rest of the way out of town. As you start heading towards Ridgeside, you can see out in the distance the tall, snowy peaks of the Bloomvale Ridge. And at the base of the mountains and up the sides somewhat as well, you can see a thickly populated forest with a thick canopy. But before you get there, you hit the Ridgeside farms of Summerport, where you can see a couple of homesteads dotting rolling hills, with a few running water, like creek water, running in between patches of land and towards the sea. These fields, some are used for livestock, mostly sheep, though there are a few alpaca.
Nice.
And there are also chicken. And there are some that squawk at you as you pass. And Marceline just tells them to shush.
Shh. At least she doesn't have geese.
Yeah. And then you hit the agricultural fields. These are relatively small, as they seem to be worked by hand mostly. And since the early summer, nothing is quite yet available for harvest, though it seems like some of the smaller fruit bushes are at least blooming and getting into the very baby forms of whatever fruit they are making.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The orchards are yet... The one orchard is yet bare, and the larger plant fields, you can see the starts of corn stalks starting to grow in some. Others seem to be lettuce, wheat, and tubular plants. You can see the small bits of greenery sticking out of the ground. You're not quite sure what's underneath and what root vegetables are growing, but there are very much root vegetables.
Nice.
Vegetables.
Vegetable tubers.
The Marcelin leads you almost all the way out to the very edge, the very last homestead, of which there seems to be a cornfield, a coop of chickens, and a smaller patch of ground for vegetables. And she goes, well, this is ours, Frostwalds. About as far out of Summerport as you can get before you hit the forest. And she points out over her family field, and you can see a sort of well-built but thin wooden fence that just separates the farmland from the sort of growing edge of the forest. Not quite the tree line, but probably only a good 100, 200 feet out from it.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, that's where I came from, that's where Jesse came from, that's where the twins came from. That direction.
Cyprus will nod.
And you said it took a couple of days, but you might have gotten slightly turned around?
She nods. I don't know the forest, especially not that deep. Took Jesse a while to get back, though. The twins... Well, they're not sure how long between them dying and coming back they were.
Out of character, because I know you mentioned it. How long was there between Marcelin dying and coming back, and making it back to town?
3 days.
Okay. And if she got a bit lost, that implies that it's possibly getting more rapid. Interesting. I don't think Renz is quite having this thought yet. But I was verifying timeline for my sake.
Mm-hmm. I assume, Elith, you have also introduced yourself, and the party has introduced themselves to you as well.
It'd be kind of funny if we hadn't, though.
You just come along and we're like, oh yeah, what's your name also?
Yeah, we got 3 days in, and it's like, oh, by the way,
Introductions, right?
what's your name?
Emmett, at the very least, would have asked for your name, Elith.
Yeah.
The plum tiefling introduced themselves as Cyprus, or he does.
The little gnome is Asha and would introduce itself as such.
Yes.
Yeah, Ren sort of introduced herself and her little guy. I still have not figured out the canonical pronunciation, and I'm gonna need to fucking learn it, so...
Crucially, the little guy is not little, it is taller than you.
Little guy and vibes alone.
Longer,
Vibes.
Yeah.
It's vibes to be a little guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little dude. Come on, it's his birthday.
Birthday, come on.
Oh.
So, you are standing on the edge of Summerport. What would you like to do?
I would like to no longer be standing on the edge of Summerport.
Yeah, let's get away from the
In
edge.
fact, maybe we'll go inside that forest. Maybe.
Now, I feel like the game tutorial is pointing me in one direction in particular.
You know what? I'll stay for the trade. You know,
I'm gonna sit here and do side quests until the world implodes.
I mean, you can. Honestly, you can.
we could go
I'm
talk to
ignoring-
some other people, but I feel like we're gonna get the same advice or similar talking to. At least in my opinion. Also, I want to go in the forest.
Let's ignore the quest marker on our HUD and go in the opposite direction.
Yeah, we're gonna go exploring, just like I do in Skyrim.
Let's go stow away on a ship.
God.
Let's
ship,
go
I
in the
think?
woods, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I've
think
never
as
been
we're
I've
getting
never been in the
moving,
woods.
Renza is sort of gonna look around the other four of you and go, okay, so just for clarity's sake, what kind of skill sets are we looking at here?
You know, a good planner would have asked that question before we started walking into the forest.
I have never once claimed to be a good planner.
Well, it's good you know your skill set.
I at least have some interest and knowledge of nature.
I love interest and knowledge in nature. That's exciting.
Cyprus just nods.
I'm good at sneaking around, stabbing things.
Oh. That's exciting.
It is. It is exciting. That's kind of why I do.
I'm a bit of a caster. Most of my specialization is tied to Ahada and other things I can pull from spaces not quite here. It's a bit odd.
That earns a cock of the head.
I am very good at figuring out how magic works.
Always useful.
I'm a snake.
Oh, fuck!
I think Cyprus seems a little bit surprised at that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were a snake.
They are, but
Well, yes, but I
Sort of.
thought they were a snake that didn't talk.
That's an important distinction.
It does
I'm
change
very
things.
Yes.
sorry about that.
It's fine. I had no reason to speak before.
I can respect that so much. I can't relate to it, but I can respect it.
Cyprus just nods in agreement with the snake. Oh, the glories of not speaking.
Well, congratulations on...
Beach.
No, I was thinking being a snake.
Oh my god.
Peach is also pretty cool.
Brenton is desperately trying to contain the face journey. Oh
Why
my
show
god.
restraint?
Because it feels like kind of a dick move to go into giggles at these people that she just met.
Cyrus, what's your specialty?
What are you?
I like things and items.
Oh my god, me too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like
What,
things and items.
what new ones or old ones? Because some people,
Old ones are better.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you!
Yes.
I think I
You know,
like.
it's like, sometimes I lead with, like, I love items, and people are like, oh yeah, like, I love going out shopping. Like, no!
I think I
Wrong.
like the obtaining the most.
And the items themselves. Items, old things. Old things in general. I like old, they don't even have to be items. They could be anything.
People?
You know. Well,
I'm
yes.
pretty old.
People, items, stories.
I'm
If
pretty
it's old, it's good.
I'm 309.
Oh my god, you're old.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
It's good, isn't it?
106.
What?
I'm 106. I'm not as old as you.
Oh, that's respectable. Yeah, you got you're gnome, right?
No,
Yeah, you got so much time, dude.
I got. Yeah. This is. Anyway.
Mind me.
Do you inadvertently mess up the alignment of the sheet?
Maybe. Don't mind me.
Mm. No, the alignment!
No.
Not the alignment.
I have ones for every single setting. I'm going to have to be good at changing it.
That's
I
so
like how there's so
cool.
much blue in this party.
Yeah.
Dabba-dee dabba-die.
I made the background of my token blue because I was like, it's gotta match everybody.
Yeah.
The forest that you enter, as you start initially walking, there is there are no foot trails after at least at this point of the forest in this entrance. But it seems no different than any of the other forested areas you all have been through, with the exception of Cybus. The trees
It is a
are
scotch different than kelp forests.
stoked different.
This is crazy, dude.
The trees are tall and old here. Particularly once you get past the first initial, about an hour of walking. You can hear flitting through the trees a few songbirds. And at one point you do accidentally spook some deer. And they go taking off deeper into the forest.
I like to think that Cyprus noticed them before anybody else, so he stopped and then the deer just like dart out.
Mm-hmm. I could have actually moved you to the map that I had before I fucked around with the back page. It's fine.
Maps, maps, maps.
You all are up towards this front bit here.
Incredible.
And down the passageway, this sort of, I know it looks like there's a path. There's not really a path. My map options are limited.
You're valid.
You see, darting out in front of the clearing in front of you, what looks like a fox. And then another one comes following up after it. Probably a mated pair. Sort of scavenging and picking through some of the land in front of you. And then you notice something a little odd about them.
Oh.
Though they look like foxes, as they move, particularly through the more shadowed areas underneath the canopy, it is though they kind of shift and shimmer a little bit, sort of. Not just that they are moving through the shadows and using them as cover, but more like they are sort of almost melting in and out of them.
Is that normal in these parts? Is that something?
I'm gonna say, even without a roll, Cyprus, no.
Fucked up. Fucked up. What's going on here?
Do you want to try to get closer?
I certainly do.
Mm-hmm. I think if we're all noticing that, I think, like, Cyprus probably like put a hand on his little sickle. If it's weird nature, you gotta be careful about it.
How would you like to try to approach without spooking them?
Do we want to stealth? Be stealthy,
I'm
boys?
I'm down to stealth.
Yeah. Yeah, perhaps, we be a little stealthy.
Could be a little stealthy.
We could
Roll me
try.
some stealth checks.
You know what? T-room
odd
dice was
20.
nice to me before. Let's try it again.
That's,
rolled 20.
13.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? A 9? Hold on. What's my stealth? My stealth's
24.
pretty good, though. Where's my
Asterisk, you can also roll physical dice if you so desire.
Oh shit! So I might actually be able to roll good.
Oh, I forgot I had a really beefy stealth. That's a plus 10, so that's a 19.
You have more stealth than me.
Renzer rolls like shit.
It's all my bonuses.
I'm gonna pick out some dice for a
Because
little robot
I get a bonus for my racial shit for stealth.
from a little beak loop.
Pog.
Oh, Ahada rolls better.
I was just informed that I can't. Sure. Ha. Tristan says that as a robot, I should be rolling digitally because he's a little shithead.
Robot
I mean,
moments.
you're rolling mechanically. That works.
Whoop! There we go. Got him.
Haha. Get wrecked.
Please continue to wreck my boyfriend. He deserves it.
As you start to make your way towards these little odd little wolves, not wolves, they are fucking foxes.
Little guys.
They're little guys. As a group, your stealth is actually pretty good.
Nice.
I'll roll their perception, just to see. You manage to get up within, like, sort of this area right here. Before one of them sort of shoots their head up and looks in your direction. And the other one looks up at all of you as well. And then they both vanish.
Uh-oh.
Could I have, once I got within 60 feet, which was just before that sort of threshold, could I have done a quick little spicy detect magic?
Absolutely.
I would like to do a quick little spicy detect magic then.
As far as you can tell, there is no magic on these creatures. And it's probably a good thing that you all rolled stealth as high as you did. Because off to the side here, just beyond the little outcropping of stone, out of the corner of your eye, particularly Cyprus, there's a couple of bears chilling here.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
Oh, they're lads. They're men.
Those are men.
There's some men there.
I'm gonna put Cypress down. He probably would have been up here. Close to the bears!
They don't seem to have noticed you. Neither, luckily for you, has a little wolf friend.
Oh! Oh!
Oh,
None of you roll perception.
we've entered a hazardous terrain.
We see the red dots on our little mini-map have increased.
And these guys are gone. The bears seem to be sort of pawing through some underbrush. And the wolf seems to kind of be sniffing around as it sort of exits this little outcropping area.
Oh god. Cyprus is gonna like look at the party really quietly and like mime like you know when people do their like hand motion of with claws or whatever, and then like points to his right at the bears, and then does a 2, and then at the wolf, and then like makes a motion of like punching his hand and a shrug.
Asha, in response to this, makes a motion of, this is all on the condition that we have not yet still been spotted.
Yeah.
In response to this, makes a motion of pointing further into the forest, as in to say, skedaddle.
Yeah. If possible, Cyprus would just like nod and be like, alright, we're going. Try and get past these guys if we can. Circumvent the tutorial battle sequence.
I would like to avoid the tutorial battle sequence, please.
Roll another stealth check.
Another one?
As you are making your way past them. Yes, another one. Thank you.
Am I able to attempt that, or did I beef it so bad that...
You're all able to attempt it. You got saved by the group stealth.
Oh, a little bit less than last time. That's just... God, I keep rolling 8s and 9s.
It's half as good as last time.
So that's me, and then the little guy. What the fuck is the little guy's stealth modifier?
God, if I can just roll above a 10, that would be great. It'd be nice. I can't.
No, it's the Ren luck.
Yeah, it's me with tieflings is the thing. I cannot roll well if I play a tiefling.
Tiefling curse.
Yeah.
I can't roll well if I'm rolling digitally.
Yeah.
I become Will Wheaton.
Yeah. That's a mood.
Okay. Let us see. Which, if either of them, notice you.
I do want to fight these creatures as a thing, but also stealth.
This is me sprinting through Skyrim in the beginning.
Yeah, same!
Running from all the bears.
I'm honestly, in my brain, I'm picturing Skyrim right now.
Yeah! So, the wolf still seems to not notice you.
Oh,
and it sort of seems to sort of pace this way and then head back into its little thing.
Okay.
You do attract the attention of one of the bears.
Fuck!
Oh no.
Well, Pokemon battle sequence.
Bam. Bam. Bam.
Would I have noticed that we attracted the bears' attention?
Yes.
Can I do a swift action and do my minor shift, please?
I will let you do that, and then we're rolling initiative.
Yay! I get my +4 bonus.
Oh my god! What I thought you were gonna do is like turn into a bear and try and convince the bear that like it was fine.
I only have one type of shift thing, and that is Dinosuchus. Or not Dinosuchus.
Okay.
God damn it, Deinonychus.
Okay.
I become dinosaur.
God, that would imagine being a druid and getting caught by a bear and then just turning into a bear and being like, it's fine,
Here's
guys.
the thing, I've been in a game where we did that.
It's fine.
Did it work?
Yes!
Did it work? Yes!
Amazing. You know what?
Hell yes.
I'm gonna use these.
Okay,
I'm
I have
so
a question.
happy.
Ooh.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Do I roll initiative for my Eidolon separately, or does it act on my initiative? I cannot find the answer to this question. Like, I am searching through the Eidolon stuff, and I cannot find...
I thought I swore I saw something like that. I am looking.
Thank you.
I might actually turn on some battle music for this. Hold on. Unless you have some, Parker.
I do not particularly
Okay.
have battle music for this one.
Well then, I'm gonna use my generic, The Witcher 3 soundtrack that I like for the fucking battle sequences.
Yeah, this is essentially your tutorial fight.
Yay!
Yeah.
Joe, do you remember that one time we had a fight to Cherry Bomb?
Whoa.
I had forgotten that was a decision I made.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it rolls a separate initiative.
Okay. Yeah, I cannot find, like, I am searching through both the Eidolon and the Summoner sheet.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't.
Because Eidolons can take the improved initiative feat, I assume they roll their own initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Mm-hmm. Cause
Certain forms of them at least can.
yeah.
Initiative. Where the fuck do I roll initiative on NPC sheets? Hello?
It's your dexterity mod.
Okay.
So you'll just have to roll it and I'll have to add a turn.
Yeah. Ugh.
Little
Nocturne,
guy.
do we have an initiative for
Yeah, one sec. Sorry, I was trying to figure out if it was if I put anything into my sheet and I haven't.
It's okay.
So you'll have to manually add it. That's 11.
Okay.
Hey, Simhat!
Oh, how does Pathfinder do tiebreakers?
Same as visited.
Yeah.
Dex mod?
What's your dex mods?
+2.
Oh.
Okay, mine's
Rollies?
15. What's yours?
I've got a 14, so...
Okay.
There you go.
It's gonna be Cybus then.
Okay.
Nice.
A half decent initiative. Let's go.
Alright.
For once in my life.
Cyprus, this bear over here is sort of reared up onto its back paws and sort of roars at you. What do you do?
Since this is the first time he's kind of done his minor transformation, you guys watch this tiefling as his body, just before this bear starts to roar, he turns and whips towards them, and his kind of plum skin, feather growths begin to sprout, and he becomes covered in these almost like plum-colored feathers with like an iridescent green sheen to most of them. And he becomes kind of this like bipedal creature. Doesn't really look like a tiefling anymore. Longer snout. Still has the horns, but he's definitely a creature now of some sort. You probably don't know what it is yet. And he's going to snap his jaws together and he's going to rush at this creature. Claws out. He's gonna get... How far can he move?
Wait, Parker. Sorry.
You're good.
I'm gonna screenshot you something because it's the funniest possible thing considering what usually gets this spell on it.
I'd like to go around this thing and behind it if I can.
You can.
Okay. And then I'm going to... Where is my thing here? I'm going to use my shifter claws. Well... I could use the sickle instead. Which one do I want to do? Nah, we'll do the claws. Why not? It's a little less damage, but that's fine.
Go for it.
I'm gonna roll my attack. Ooh, that's a 14 to hit?
Let me check. I closed the bear sheet. Why did I do that?
No!
Not the bear.
No more bear. We're free.
We're done. Bear disappear.
Unfortunately, no.
Damn it. That's alright. But yeah, he kind of just like tail whips to the side and he readies himself.
Okay. It is your turn. Astrus.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna take out my crossbow and try and hit this motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. That also does not hit. That is a 14.
Yeah.
Wait,
sorry.
Damn
wait, I rolled I can do math. That I was looking at the wrong. That is a 16.
That will hit. Yes.
Yeet. Okay, I do. Woo! It's been so long since I've had to do actual math. That is a 7.
Okay. Takes 7 points of damage. Not happy with you.
No, I assume not.
But is more pressingly concerned with the thing at its back, actually.
Hiyo! Also, as a note, in the art channel, that art of Cyprus is what he looks like right now, with the feathered arms and everything.
Oh yeah.
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 Nice. Alright. Anything else, Astrus?
I'm gonna like dance away a little bit, like back over here.
Okay. Absolutely fine. Bear.
Bear!
Bear's gonna turn around Cyprus.
Yeah! Hit me!
Roar at you again. It doesn't know what the fuck you are.
Neither do I, baby!
It is gonna try to claw you.
Alright, let's go!
Um,
He does have his shield and stuff out at the point.
that's gonna miss.
Oh god, what'd you roll?
That's a 4 on the dice.
Oh, yeah, no, my AC's 19.
It is then, I think it gets a second claw attack. I need to check.
Man, I can't wait till I get 2 attacks.
I am checking. Yes, it does get another swing at you.
Come at me, little
Oh,
bear.
that's a natural 20.
No!
Oh,
Damn it! Goaded him
So-
too much. Uh-oh.
I am not going to make it grapple you because I'm not fucking doing that.
Grapple checks.
Which
Correct.
you are going to take 7 points of damage as this one comes out and like patches you in the shoulder.
Nice. Where is my thing? So 7 points. I'm gonna write that in my notes real quick.
The other bear is gonna come out and around. And
Big
it's gonna
boy.
roll. I am so sorry, Renza. It spots you first.
God damn it!
Ow.
I rolled to see which one of you it would go after, and it was you. So it's gonna be 2 attacks with its claws against you. One is a 21.
Ouch!
The other is 22.
Ouch! Rude!
Bonk.
So you are going to take. You're going to take 10 points of damage total,
Okay.
as it just 1-2 into your stomach.
Yum.
Ahada is not happy about this turn of events.
I know!
But Cybus,
Hello.
what would you like to do?
There's a bear right there.
There's a bear right there.
Bear time.
Forgot to buy weapons. Fuck.
Oh no!
No!
Cyrus does not have traits or feats yet. So he's a little he hasn't fully gotten out of the ocean yet. He's still half there.
He's a little raw.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't gonna. I was thinking that, but I wasn't gonna say it because it felt weird.
Catch of the day.
Do you, Remla, do you benefit from flanking?
+2 to flank, right?
Everyone
Yes.
should benefit from flanking, yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
Cyprus kind of moved the
I
way
don't
he
know
did.
why. I don't know why they wouldn't. But yeah, I can just go. I will flank the bear.
Flank him.
Like the bear.
And then I will inflict wounds on the bear, or at least attempt it.
Alright.
I'm gonna touch that bear.
Hurt
Oh,
that bear so bad.
It is going to get an attack of opportunity against you.
okay.
You do get to roll your attack though.
Did he leave the
Well,
combat range?
inflict light wounds. Is it a
Oh no,
saving
casting a
throw?
spell in threat range.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Good thing I'm not a spellcaster.
It says on the spell that it's a saving throw.
It's a saving
Oh.
throw at pathfinder, yes.
Oh, God bless. I literally have inflict wounds, I know this.
You've done inflict wounds multiple times, Parker.
It's a will save.
I'm still
Um,
trying to get it.
It's a
the
will
bear-
save. I don't. Where's my? What do I add to make my modifier? Like what are they saving against?
I don't
What's
think
the
it
number?
matters because it rolled a 2 and it's got a
Oh.
negative. System.
I should know what. Like, can I know for future reference where my number for that is?
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
Spell DC
on
is
the sheet-
calculated.
Okay, there's one of you needs to talk.
Your spell DC is calculated with 10 plus your relevant ability modifier plus the level of the spell. So if it's a first level spell and it's charisma based, you do 10 plus your charisma modifier plus the level of the spell, which is 1.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
yeah. It took me a
it's-
bit to find that when I did my spellcaster stuff.
Its attack against you is a 13.
That doesn't hit me.
Okay. It swings out, sort of whirling on its back claws to sort of swing at you and misses, and takes an inflict wounds. God bless.
6.
Okay. 6 damage to the bear. Not happy.
Take damage.
Fuck you, bear.
Fuck you,
Bear.
bear.
Doing so much better than Skyrim.
Yeah. Bears and Skyrim will
Renzo.
fuck your shit up.
One hit KO.
Yep.
So I have a question, and that is, would I get a flanking bonus again for a spell with a touch attack?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
You are gonna take a no. It already used its reaction.
No. Yeah. Unless it has the thing that lets you take multiple opportunity attacks.
It does not, because it's a bear.
Because it's a bear.
It's a bear.
Fucking bear.
It is a bear.
Bear.
So,
Bear.
okay, the attack roll for this.
Yes.
Base attack bonus plus my charisma? Because it's
Should
a
be, yes.
spell?
Yes.
Okay. Incredible.
+2 for flanking.
Yeah. As Renza reaches out and this acidic kind of smell as her fingers go slightly green as she just flicks at this bear with this acidic 4, 6, 22 for 3d4 acid damage.
Bruh.
What? That's ridiculous.
1d4 per caster level.
Roll your. Did you roll your attack and I missed it?
Yeah,
What did you
22.
roll? Yeah, that'll hit.
22 for the attack.
That'll fucking hit.
It's a bear.
Go Joe.
For 7 acid damage?
Okay.
And I'm just immediately gonna follow that with a 5-foot step back.
God bless. Little guy. The little guy's gonna slip right into place in front of you, I think in a very normal practice move.
Yes.
No, wait, you control the little guy. What am I doing?
No, but you are correct. You are correct.
Okay, I'm glad I made a correct assumption. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You control the little guy in combat.
And is going to smack her with the tail.
Waka waka.
Okay, this is the dice I'm using for the little guy.
Little guy specific die.
That is a 16 with the flanking, and I'm doing power attack.
Yep, that'll hit.
Incredible. For 6 points of smacker.
Smacker.
As just slides forward and then just lashes out with the tail, plonking across sort of like the back of the shoulders before getting back into a ready.
Smack a
Yeah.
little guy attacker.
This bear is not very happy at all. Asha.
Yeah, okay. Not gonna start screaming immediately, despite the urge. Despite the powerful urge to scream.
God.
And the urge is powerful. I am going to step up a little closer, like here, but not too much. And I'm going to say, Cyprus, Adra, listen. And then Asha begins to speak, and its voice has changed. He is now speaking in a very different tone that seems like it's not even coming out of his mouth. And says, the people said music and rain evaporating against fire, and the brush was a kind of music, and so was the beast that roared. And you guys are going to benefit from inspired rage if you so choose.
Ooh.
Anybody who can hear her.
Oh shit.
You get +1 bonus on melee attack rolls, damage rolls, and thrown weapon rolls, any strength-based skill checks, and will and fortitude saving throws, and additionally you get 1 temporary hit point per hit die, so everybody would get 3 temporary hit points if they choose to accept it. There are some caveats as listed, so the spellcasters probably don't want it, but the summoned creature and the shifter might really benefit from it.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the penalty raise. Yeah, I got plenty to spare.
I am expecting you all to track that.
Yes, I'm gonna write it down right
Yeah.
now myself.
I will not partake.
Yeah, you decide at the beginning of your turn, and you can decide every turn.
Oh shit.
Oh. Can
so
you-
you don't have to...
we can basically accept it now, and then on our turn we can reject it. It's a neat little...
You also will benefit from the Lesser Celestial Totem while you listen to Asha. Which just means that if somebody heals you, it does more healing.
More healing, and you're healing.
Nice.
More healing per healing.
More healing for healing, exactly.
Nice.
But yes, that is Ash's
Excuse me.
turn, I believe.
Alright. Cyprus.
Hi, yes, I want to hit the bear again. Give me 1 second. I just put a I'm doing nails during session to focus. Hold on.
I'm also doing nails.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit this fucking bear again, because I did real bad last time. Let's try the tea room dice again. Come on, roll a 20. That's an 18, I'll take that. Natural 18 plus fucking stuff. Plus
hit.
6. I'm going to use... Yeah, we'll just use the claws. It's not as much damage as my sickle would do, but, like, he's shifted. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a D4 plus 3. Where's my D4s?
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna use the tea room ones because that was pretty.
Is there a way for me to add bonuses to the
Okay,
to the
well
things
that's
easily?
only 5 points of damage, but that's okay.
It's 5 points of damage, babe.
Yeah, 5 points of damage. And he, in relation to what Asha had said, he's going to snap his jaws.
Nice.
Yeah.
Elith.
What up? I'm gonna shoot that fucking bear.
Yay!
Okay, one sec.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bear violence.
21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And let me find my 8. There it is. Okay. 5.
Okay.
And I'm Jay chillin'.
These bears are bleeding and they're not very happy. The one down here is gonna take another 2 swipes at you, Cyprus.
Aye aye, Kevin!
Okay.
Gotta
I
beat
didn't
18. Sorry! I'm distracted putting a top coat on my nails, so like, you get the weird Ren, lines.
19 and a 22 beats it. You're
Yep.
gonna take 2 hits.
Yay! Damage!
You have 3 temporary hit points right now that'll eat through first.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Which, you thank fucking god, because I just rolled max damage.
Cool.
Fucking Christ.
So that is going to be a total of 14 damage.
Holy shit! Hold on 1 second. I gotta. 1 sec. So that's. You said a total of 14 or 18?
Yes. 14.
So I already took set. Hold on. Let me do some math. I need to make sure if he's knocked out or not. I don't think he is. Oh, baby cat!
Heard it, kitty.
Did you accept the
That's
entire
also
range?
baby girl.
Okay. So I'm good for now. We're fine. Yep, I'm still up.
There is a baby girl. I will let you witness her in just a second. I am grabbing stuff to note down stat changes.
God bless. One of the claw attacks is gonna go at Cybus, the other is gonna go at Ahada.
Rude.
The one at Cybus, I think, misses 12. Nocturne?
Okay.
Both misses, yeah.
Okay, excellent. The one at Ahada, I believe, will also. Yes. That bear did
What is it?
nothing.
Because
It was a 13.
yes. Okay. Even with the penalty, that does miss.
Cybus, your turn.
How's the bear?
We're both looking a little bloodied.
Okay.
It would be really funny if I cast Ill Omen on this bear. I'm not gonna, but it would be really funny if I did.
It'd be kind of funny.
Yeah. It would be pretty funny.
Alright, no, not you.
I'll inflict. I can't really do anything except inflict wounds on this bear. So I'm gonna inflict wounds on this bear.
Get its ass.
I rolled a 19.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know why I rolled a 19. It's
Yeah,
a save.
It's a saving throw.
My brain, I forgot. I got so excited to roll a dice. I rolled a 19 just for fun, guys.
Woo!
Hey,
Okay.
cool.
Its attack of opportunity did miss. But
Nice.
its saving throw is a 15.
Yeah, that's better.
It still takes half.
Yeah, so that would... I rolled a 5. Do we round up or down?
Up?
Okay, so 3.
Yeah, this bear not happy. Renza.
Okay, so little guy didn't get hit, right?
Nope.
Incredible. I am just going to check if this is a save or if this is an attack roll. Range touch attack. I am just going to throw more acid at the bear.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not.
Forget the acid.
Yes, I will. So I was considering papping Edelon with guidance, and then it's like, no, that's not.
Throw some acid, baby.
Yes.
Will acid be upon you?
That is 16 to hit the bow with acid.
Beats it, beats it.
Incredible. That is only 3 points of damage because it's a D3.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I'm using a cantrip this time. Do I want to move it all?
Really not looking very happy at all.
Does the wolf seem to have recaught notice with the sounds of the scuffle?
As far as you can tell, no.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, just gonna hold where I am. I don't really need to move or do anything particularly special at the moment. Does it add to the... Question, PK, does the modified thing add to the combat maneuver bonus?
Yes, if it's basically anything that you would add your strength modifier to, it is added to that. It was originally a strength bonus, but I rewrote it to make it so that you wouldn't suffer from barbarian calm down and die syndrome.
Parker, I forgot. I didn't add that 1 point of extra damage I would have gotten for using the Inspired Rage. Could you add that, please?
Yep.
Thank you. I totally forgot.
So yeah, that's me, and it is immediately onto my little guy.
What's the little guy doing?
Little guy is committing a lot of violence.
Nice.
Alright.
Starting with Chomp, and then we're gonna see what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck it, this can be another power attack.
Roll your attack.
Ugh. 13 whiffs. Oh wait, no, it's not 13 because I've got flanking. It is 15.
That still misses.
Did you add the +1 from the Raging Song?
Yes, because that's how I got 13 and then it becomes 15.
Damn.
Sorry.
Well,
Not going
That's
to
okay.
get a lot of violence.
it still gets to do the tail.
Yeah.
That's significantly better. A 19 flat.
That'll hit.
Wait, no, it's not. It's a 21 flat because of the flanking.
I mean, it'll still hit.
Yeah.
Your number went up. It's not gonna not hit.
Only 5 points, but that's still...
That's still
It's
enough to
damage.
kill it.
Yeah. Damage,
You
baby.
kill a bear. God bless. Bear is dead.
Yay.
That's
Gotcha.
one bow.
Bear.
Asha continues speaking on his turn. The beast that roared or bleated when brought down was silent when skinned, but loud after the skin was pulled taut over wood, and is continuing to speak. I love how large the red X is. Continuing to speak. And is Cyprus looking like good? Like, Is he fine?
He's sitting at, God, what did I literally wrote down his fucking HP. Where did it go? He's sitting about half health right now.
Okay.
I think he's got 17 points left.
In that case, I am going to pull out a sort of circular kind of blade thing and hurl it at the bear from where I'm standing, the remaining bear.
Okay. Roll an attack.
That is a +4 +5 is 16?
Hits.
Yes. That does 8 points of damage.
Okay. Looking really not happy between the injuries and the death of its companion. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think I'm going to chill right where I am. And
Cyprus.
I want to kill the fucking bear. I'm gonna roll again.
Okay.
I think, does he want to use a sickle? Yeah, might as well. Maybe I can get more damage that way. That's a natural 17 plus 6, I think.
That'll hit.
Alright, so I get a d6 plus 3. You know what? Let's do the, like, purpley fade dice. Let's use those ones. I like those ones. Oh, but not when it rolls like a 3. That's 7 points with the bonus.
It still kills it.
Yay!
You could have rolled minimum damage and it would kill it.
Yay! I like the picture in my head that I have of, like, Cyprus just, like, pulling from, because he's got that, like, poncho kind of deal going on, and he just, like, reaches behind himself, flips into his hand this, like, curved, sickle, and just slices this thing's throat out.
nice.
And the bears are dead.
Yay! We did it! Yay!
Yes.
Are we out of initiative?
You are, yes.
I would like to maintain my raging song for one more round and come up to Cyprus and cure light wounds.
Oh, yay!
Benefit from the celestial totem. So ashes continuing. The people said music, and the thump 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 said drum. The war drum. 8 plus 6. 12 points of damage for you. Or not damage.
You kill me instantly.
12 points of damage.
12 plus
Die.
Kills you instantly.
So it's 12 and then I gain like an additional thing?
12. I factored that in.
Cool.
The full.
Awesome.
And then I will let my raging song drop.
Alright.
Awesome.
You are all standing around the corpses of these two bears. Congratulations. You win the tutorial fight.
When you do heal
Do we
him...
want to gather what we can from them as possibly some trading goods and materials to take back to town?
In the bears!
Yeah. Cyprus doesn't necessarily say anything, but I know when Asha heals him, he does like, this man's is like not a tiefling right now, and he kind of like looks at you with like these very slitted gold animalistic eyes, and just like and like a snort of his nostrils in thank you. And eventually, after a minute passes, he shifts back to himself to help skin bears if needed.
Asha goes back to examining bear corpses, but would like to keep an eye on the wolf.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. I'm not very good at that.
I could help you if you'd like.
Uh, 15.
Yeah, as you kind of poke your head around this corner just to see, you see what looks like the backside of a wolf as it sort of gets up the backside of this little cavern, and sort of starts to scamper off. It seems like it's not interested in a couple of bears and whatever just killed a couple of bears.
You know what? I respect the strat. I respect the grind of that wolf.
Yeah.
Asha will turn around and say, Wolf's gone, by the way. If anyone was curious about the wolf and it being gone or not.
That's a relief.
I thought so. I was relieved.
Cyprus is just gonna nod his head a little bit and then go help with the bears. Maybe help, like, get some meat off of them, too, for, like, rations and stuff. See whatever are the best pieces that he can recall.
I got knives. I can help.
Yeah, okay, so whoever's doing the bears, I need survival checks.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
I don't know what a bear is.
I
Yeah,
got a
Cybus,
plus
you're
seven.
like, what the fuck
19.
is happening?
I rolled a natural 18. God, I roll so much better when I have dice.
Let's see here. Is it a plus 7?
Yeah, 19.
I have an 18.
Oh no, I was rolling like, I rolled like shit on these dice.
I rolled an 11.
Can I touch one of the bears?
You sure can touch one of the bears.
I want to touch the ears.
Oh, yeah! So,
They are fuzzy.
Hell yeah. Fuzzy is a new texture.
yes!
Well,
very
I mean
soft.
dry fuzzy.
Yeah.
Tastes
Ew,
very
wet
fuzzy
fuzzy.
and wet.
Wet, fuzzy. Ugh.
Yeah.
It sounds like hell.
It is very soft under your hands. It feels thick, as though these are bears meant to keep warm in this sort of colder mountainous environment. Elith and Cyprus.
Mm-hmm.
As you are sort of dressing and sort of prepping these bears, a couple of things that you notice. One, these are large bears.
Big bears.
Big boys.
Big bear. Big bear
Big
chase
boys. A little bigger than you would expect a bear to be.
me.
Secondly, you didn't really notice it in the moment because you were too busy getting clawed by them.
Mm-hmm.
But as you sort of maneuver the bears, you notice one of them has a few extra claws
Oh.
Hmm.
on its
These are
front
weird
paws.
bears.
And the other bear, there's a little spot over one of its eyes that is a little weird, Cyprus.
Hmm.
And you sort of, as you are skinning the bear, there's something there, sort of settled in underneath the skin, sort of half-formed. Definitely an organic thing.
Oh.
Is it an eyeball?
Is it... Can I like carve it out with one of the knives that is provided to me?
You sure can.
I want to take a
it's
look-see
sort
at it.
of, it's sort of soft, kind of squishy.
Ew.
Ew.
Is this an organic matter that, like, from my years of skinning animals for food, does any of this, like, either growths or, like, whatever, would any of it, like, ring, like, would I know what the fuck this is?
Make either a nature or a heal check.
Oh, we're gonna go nature, because I'm real good at those. Come on, T-room dice. That is good. That's a 16 plus... What's my nature? Plus 7, so... 23?
sometimes in the course of hunting to feed yourself, you end up killing an animal that is pregnant.
Mm.
And this growth reminds you of it's not a fetus, of what an underdeveloped eye looks like.
Oh, I'm right.
Ah, yeah. He just kind of like grunts a little bit at it, and he's just gonna drop it and wipe his hands. Probably on the grass.
There were 2 other normal functioning eyes, I will say.
So it was growing another eye. Interesting. Cyprus is putting together the weird animal situation. Something's going on with nature here, and it's fucked up a little bit.
Speaking of things that are fucked up, Renza is having a thought that she is inclined to articulate. Question. Do we know it? Are we certain that people are the only things waking up at that spring?
Oh.
You know, I don't think we're certain of that at all. I don't think we're certain of that in the slightest.
Cyprus just nods.
Figured. Had to ask.
I mean, it would be a lot harder for other people's pets and cattle to get back.
Are we gonna fight these things again at the
Oh.
spring?
That would be interesting. But we fought them once, it can't be that hard again.
That's true.
Zombie bears.
But not really, they're not undead creatures. I mean, there's stories about those.
I mean, it would be interesting.
And creatures that have a sort of odd life about them are not the same as what we observed.
The vibes are significantly more rancid.
Oh, rancid, that's a fun word for that. I like that word.
Cyprus nods.
I think that's a good word.
You are able to acquire some things from the bears.
Bear parts.
Yay! Cyprus is specifically going to take like good chunks of the meat. Ooh, many teeth. Interesting.
You too many teeth. Interesting.
Bear parts. Keep that in my notes.
I have handouts for everything.
Nice.
We are going full Dark Souls in this, that everything has an item description, and that will be our problem.
Yes. It's my problem first, and now it's your problem.
Yeah. Cyprus is just gonna like wrap up a couple cuts of meat and then like tie them kind of to his pack. So he can take it for food tonight.
Papers.
What was that, Nocturne?
We're gonna have so many like little papers on the side.
Yeah.
You are. You sure
It'll be like
are.
sorting. It'll be like sorting through real inventory.
Yay!
Let's go.
Little pop outs in video games.
Wait.
Oh no, my lemonade. Okay.
That shouldn't be that. That should be this.
Well, can I just be the first to say, I think you all undersold yourself. That was very impressive. Those bears died very quickly.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And it was something very interesting you did as well.
Oh, I didn't do anything. Except, well, and they go and pull out the circular blade where it had sort of lodged in the one bear and just sort of, I should clean this.
I have to ask out of character, is that the thing that you and Parker described as the Elden Ring pizza cutter?
No, it's not that. The Elden Ring pizza cutter is something that I want desperately, and maybe one day we'll have, but no. The Elden Ring, what I have are, let me get an image.
I love how it's just called the pizza cutter. Like, I know it has a real name, but the fact that you can search Elden Ring pizza cutter and get the correct thing.
That's what Asha has. And
Ooh.
one day she will have a pizza cutter, I hope.
That's
Very
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
I need to get a good picture of Cyprus's little sickle. Sickle.
It's starting to head into the mid-morning, by the time, sort of like a 10, 11-ish by the time you are done dressing the bears.
Alright. I think Cyprus would at least try to, like, you know, common courtesy of on-the-road shit of, like, clean up your dead bodies and put them somewhere that's not gonna inconvenience others.
Yeah.
Or draw too many, even worse baddies out here. I mean, the bears are bad, but, like, there might be other shit and Cyprus doesn't know, so better to be safe than sorry.
Easily done.
Hell yeah.
As you start heading further into the forest, and the sun rises higher and higher, the heat is increasing. You might be at a decently high elevation now that you are getting deeper and starting to walk up somewhat. It doesn't mean it's not any less hot. You are all sweating pretty quick. Cybus, this is very odd for you.
Renza does definitely divest of sort of the heavier outer layer and
similarly odd for you, Cybus, is the feeling of mosquitoes. As the day grows hotter, you are all finding yourself swatting them away from you, alongside other insects as well, but the mosquitoes are particularly bothersome.
If someone gets annoyed enough with them, Renza will briefly swap Audra for like a set of frogs to eat the mosquitoes, but that's only if people express that they're getting sufficiently annoyed with the mosquitoes.
Are mosquitoes classified as vermin?
No.
Do mosquitoes bother me?
They seem to poke at you and become very confused.
I am also very confused.
God.
Do they like me too?
They seem to react to you normally, Cybus.
Fuck, no.
Sorry. Elith, they do bite, and you can feel them bite. You don't quite grow the same sort of like, like itchy mosquito bites everyone else does, but they do bite.
Okay.
Would I know any ways of kind of like deterring mosquitoes?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
Can I also
That's
make
really
that?
good.
Sure.
Nature, I think mine's
Right,
plus
right.
7, right? Yeah. So that's a 25 nature check.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There's a couple of things. Lavender can be used to kind of deter them for like small bits, as can some form of eucalyptus, tea tree oil, those are probably your best options in terms of like putting on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Citronella works for like enclosed spaces, but you don't want to slather that shit on your body.
Yeah, no.
That's kind of your sort of herbal options.
I probably wouldn't have, or would or wouldn't I have some of that on my person for traveling or not?
I'd say you would have some, yeah.
Enough to share or no? Because if he doesn't have enough to share, he will just not wear any.
You mostly travel for yourself, so probably just enough for yourself.
Alright, he'll suffer the mosquitoes. Just kind of like swatting at him every once in a while with his tail.
You would know, how to, like, find and prepare those types of oils.
Okay. Then he might, as we're going and try and find some of that stuff then.
You're probably better off finding, like, lavender up here than you are, eucalyptus. Summerport might also have some.
I don't want to go back to Summerport.
Yeah.
Quite yet. I mean, we will probably need to, but...
Yeah. We've killed some bears, I want to continue. So he'll kind of just, like, mutter to the group about finding lavender and describe the plant a little bit so they know what to look for in case people don't know what the fuck lavender is.
Lavender is wonderful for making purple, a nice light purple pigment.
Cyprus nods. Seems like he understands.
It's very nice. I have some pigment, not some lavender.
Cyprus kind of cocks his head a little bit at that, but he doesn't really say anything about it.
Do you paint a lot then, Asher?
Paint? No, I don't paint. I write, I scribe, and I make pigments for any number of purposes. No painting. I make paints. I could make paints if you paint. But I'm not traditional. Not a painter. No.
Fair enough.
I like this little weirdo.
Yeah.
I have a lot of colors. If you're interested in pigments or paints or anything like that, inks as well. Also, I have inks.
You have blue?
I have so much blue.
We have a lot.
Blue!
Yes.
I have more blue than you could imagine.
Yes.
You know what else has blue?
Us.
The ocean.
I've never thought about it that way before.
Yeah.
That's very true.
You can't, like... the thing about the ocean, though, is, like, it gets all its colors from other places, right? So you see the ocean blue, and you're like, wow, I wish I could put that in a bottle, but you can't because you do it, and then it's not blue anymore.
Oh.
So you have to, like, find other things to do it.
You have to make different blue. You can't use the ocean blue to make the ocean blue.
Yeah, you have to, like, reverse engineer it.
Make new ocean blue that's not really ocean blue.
Yeah, you just call it that, because the real ocean blue, it's only in your eyes.
You're never gonna get the ocean blue.
Yeah. And the thing is, here's the thing. Sometimes, I found this out recently, sometimes the ocean is green.
It's green?
Yeah, when you're in, like, the place, like, where there's a lot of, like, sand, like, right there, right underneath it, it's green. Which is crazy.
Ellis is enraptured.
Cyprus is gonna keep an eye out around us as they're talking.
Perception check, please.
Yeah.
Oh, that was not good.
Can I also roll one for my little guy?
Yep.
I'm glad I have a really dope modifier. That's 17? Rolled a 9 plus 8.
Okay, excellent. Midday comes and goes, with you chatting in this way. You end up having to take a little bit longer of a lunch break than you initially want, because it's just so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Sitting under the shade is so very nice.
I think at this point, y'all definitely notice that Cyrus has webbed fingers.
Oh yeah. Very
Fair
cool.
enough.
And you are climbing a little bit, here and there. You do, go down, but not quite as much as you go up. I lost words. Okay.
It's okay.
It is about 3-ish in the afternoon, or at least as far as you can tell, sort of by the positioning of the sun, when you find a small little creek.
Oh.
It sort of runs, perpendicular to the way you were walking south, and sort of runs from a higher point on sort of a ridge, lower as it runs down a sort of side of a hill, and then sort of turns and starts to go further south.
Following a river will usually lead to a body of water. Maybe this would lead to the cave.
They did describe it as a pool, which to me indicates sort of stagnant, standing water. But it's a good thought, and we don't have a better thought. So we could see.
Can Cyprus kind of take a look, see if there's any like trails around there that seem like odd, or like, you know, old footprints or something maybe?
Make a survival check.
Okay. Oh, I have a bonus to this, don't I? Hold on. Where's my stuff? Track. I add half my level as a bonus on survival checks to follow tracks. Would that apply?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's a really good roll. So my level is currently, so that would be a 2 plus my survival. Would I add a 2 or a 1 since I'm 3rd level? Would I round up or down?
Up.
Up? Okay.
I'm going to say things are rounded up.
Okay. So that would be plus 9, so 26 for survival?
Okay, you sort of squat at the edge of this creek for a second, and you look up and down, and while nothing at the creek itself seems to indicate something, as you look up towards the ridge, you do sort of see a little further up the creek bed where it looks like something or someone has passed through fairly recently. And as you are scanning and searching this, and as you are all kind of examining this creek bed, possibly using it to like refill water skins, very suddenly, Renza, from over your shoulder, Renza left. And you snap your head to the left, Renza, and you just get the sight of a large reptilian sort of snout sort of peeking up from behind a little ridge in a second. Bright red, and you just get to see this for a second before it opens its mouth.
Oh god.
And a plume of fire is
Comes
Uh-oh.
towards us?
Nani
in
the
your
fuck?
direction. Yes. I need everyone to make me a reflex save.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Immediately with the dragon! Holy shit!
Eppley
Jesus,
all over again. Let's go.
Right away?
I'm going to die.
It's. I get
That's
+6.
8?
Oh, for
That's
fuck's sake! Okay,
Also
well, that's not-
8.
18?
For Renza? With...
I was right. Yeah,
And
was
then,
I rolled
what
a
does Adra's reflex bonus look like?
You roll 8s or 18s, there's no in between.
I nearly rolled an 8 as well, but my dice rolled over, so I nearly had a heart attack. I do have resistance to fire, though.
you don't.
Just second note is who's got which one?
Hmm.
You have damage reduction to fire.
It is the moment of warning that you get. That is the only reason you are able to dance even slightly out of the way. The rest of you have failed.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
Holy shit!
Renza, you are going to take half damage.
So we're
Wait, hold on.
running
I
away.
also rolled an
Right.
18. Did I?
No,
An
you
18 fails.
Oh, you.
Yeah, 18 failed.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god.
failed. That is going to be 20 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Everyone except Renza is going to take
TPK.
10.
That was.
Okay.
That was how much again? 20 points?
20.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why don't I have hit points? Wait. Why didn't I do my
Wait!
hit points?
Oh, no, you...
Guys, we should have done the side quests.
I didn't do my hit points.
Oh no! Quick, quick!
So
Oh
is
my
anyone
God,
dying?
Babe, I'm on 9 hit points. Let's go.
I'm at 6.
8.
Oh god. We're running. It's bad.
Yeah, we need to run.
Caduceus clay moments. I'm sorry, Parker. Session 1?
What have you done?
Why are we having a, like, chroma conclave moment?
Question.
Yep.
Danger.
And this is for... Because we are fucking booking it.
Yeah.
Who can run at a decent pace?
That's hilarious.
Hold on. Do I get...
Fantastic. Renza is going to, basically in the first moment she can react, poof Audra and summon, 3, ponies and basically tell someone, grab it. We're booking it.
You are going to make this move, and this large lizard, not quite a large, not quite like dragon size, but definitely bigger than any of you have ever seen.
Yeah.
Quickly slides its way up out of the ditch it was hiding in. I think, and as part of its surprise, it is going to take a bite at the first individual it can grab, which I am going to say on a roll is going to be Renza.
Oh no.
God fucking.
Oh shit.
I rolled a 2 and you were the second one from the bottom. I'm sorry.
Oh. Come on.
That is going to be a 23 to hit.
Ouch.
And you are going to take another 13 points of damage as it clenches its jaw around you.
Oh, shit.
Well, so much for being able to try and do things. That is -5. Because nobody healed her after the first fight.
Oh shit.
You
Say.
We are limited healers.
She got hit by a bear! I thought you guys would remember that she got hit!
It's okay.
It is late,
okay.
I think. It's okay.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah, if you need healing, you really need to say
Okay.
something.
Okay. Learning curve.
Yeah.
And you watch this thing toss Renza's body off to the side like a limp nothing.
Oh my god.
And in the moment Renza's life ends, or at least goes unconscious, Adra vanishes in a plume of smoke.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Do we get any reactions to this?
Now we can roll initiative.
Oh, God. I assume this wouldn't have been enough time for me to shift, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, figures. Oh, natural 20, let's go! What is... My initiative is plus... 2, so that's 22.
Oh!
Oops, I spelled initiative wrong, it's fine.
Initiative.
Yep. I can't see the words. I'm gonna bite this creature because I want to so bad.
Run!
Cyprus is pretty sure he's gonna die in this moment. We got fire breathed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it can outpace us.
Yeah. He's gonna try and
God
get a good
bless.
look at this thing. We'll have to see.
So
Depends on
let
if
me
this.
It will not let me add your turns, so I'm just going to quickly, because of the way I have the landing page set up, so I'm just going to quickly... No, it's Ellen first.
Come on, let me look at how the fuck dying works.
Ow, ow, ow.
Not you could. Okay.
You're not dead technically until you reach your negative Constitution modifier.
Yeah. But
A score, not modifier. Score.
Sorry, score. I fucked that one up.
You're good.
Because if it's modifier, I would be straight up dead.
Yeah, it's alright.
Their body is limp and unconscious on the ground.
Jakes.
That should be Asha, not she. But
She.
She.
Ash's hot girl summer in full swing.
Elith.
I have no fucking idea. I have absolutely no fucking idea what to do. Desperately looking to see if I have anything. Which is that?
Should I roll an initiative as well for trying to stabilize?
You
Because-
can.
Ain't gonna do much good, but
Okay. So you're after the flaming lizard before Asha.
yeah.
I'm desperately waiting for PK to finish typing.
No, I'm not gonna finish typing. I'm finishing typing somewhere else.
No.
Are we gonna try and fight or are we gonna try and run? Because I think we're gonna die either way.
I mean, Cyprus looks like he's getting ready to fight. He looks pretty crispy, but like, you know.
This is stupid. This is stupid.
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna punch a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to attack. Oh, wait, is that a 4 or 9? 1 second. I need to see what the other numbers look like on this.
Cyprus is gonna remember what this
14
fucker
plus
looks like, and he's gonna attack it later.
I got a 19.
Ooh.
That hits!
Woo!
Yo.
Okay. I had to check my dice because it has a weird font.
Oh.
I got a 7.
Okay,
So
you do
damage.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage, you guys.
Yeah! Damage!
It seems a little shocked that you damaged it.
I too. I'm. When I die, I will be proud that I did damage.
Hit the dragon.
Cyprus?
Hi, I'm gonna, swift action, partial shift, or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm gonna run up to this fucking thing and attack it with my sickle. Looking all crispy like,
Alright.
come on,
Roll
team
attack.
dice, come on, Mentor. Oh, that's an 18 plus stuff. Plus
That'll
6. Yes! Okay, D6. Where's my team D6? Come on. Oh, that's just a 1 on the fucking dice. That's 4 points of damage. Shit.
You still did damage.
Yay, 4 points!
In the fake video game, the health bar did go down.
Oh yeah, just by like that 1
Depends
pixel.
on how fast it goes back up.
It's like getting attacked in Skyrim by a dragon and you hit it once with your fists, like... That's what happens.
Sylvis.
Oh, could I
Cyrus.
have also, like, taken a look at this thing while I was up here, like... I'm committing this to memory. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna figure out what the fuck just killed me.
Sure. Make a nature check.
Ooh, that was a 6 plus... What's my nature? 7, so... 13?
The features, if it were much smaller, like, it looks more like your average sort of just kind of like under the log lizard.
Like an alligator lizard?
Yeah, rather than
A dragon?
a dragon. Yeah.
But it breathes fire, so it might as well
But
be.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Cyprus will remember this.
Cyvis.
I do know what a dragon is, yeah.
Yes. This does not look like a
Actu-
dragon. But it kind of
Yeah.
behaves like one.
Yeah, it's probably got like delusions of being a dragon for sure. If it like has the, if it even like understands how to want to be something greater than what it is.
Okay, just fucking mentally read my fucking flaming lizard. Sure.
God.
Sorry. I like my things more than I like punching a lizard. I'm out.
That's fair.
I'm good. I'm set, actually. Bye.
Okay,
Bye,
Cyvis
Cyvis.
takes off.
I'm not like... Okay, I'm not gonna like ditch them completely. But I am gonna ditch them a little. Like, I'm not gonna run all the way away, but I am getting away from the lizard.
Okay.
If they live, I'll be nearby, and if they don't, oh well.
No harm, no foul.
Alright. It is the lizard's turn. Cyprus, you are right up on it. So it's going to try to bite you. That is going to be above a 20.
Fuck! I'm like, my AC's 19? No, it's not. You hit me, damn it!
And
We found the first boss.
That'll be 13 points of damage.
Cool. I'm out.
And
You are unconscious. You are not dead.
I know. I just said I'm out, so like... That was total of how much again?
13.
13. Let me check and make sure that's not more than my... I don't think it's more than my con. I'm pretty sure we're fine. For now.
And it sort of comes stalking up on you, Elith.
Yeah, I expected as much.
And is going to lash out with its tail at you. That's gonna... I'm sure an 8 misses.
Yes!
So it misses you with the end of its tail, which you can see now is sort of, has a couple, like spiked at the end, a little. Asha.
Okay.
Technically, I do get to roll to see if I stabilize.
Okay, yeah.
I do not.
Okay. Asha.
So that is another -1.
I just scream and make a fortitude saving throw.
I didn't realize you were casting a spell. I thought you were just like, I scream.
No, I'm screaming in an ear-piercing fashion.
You are channeling all of that into...
You do beat the DC, but you're gonna take half of my D6 anyway.
Okay.
Take 3 points of damage because I screamed at you.
Nice.
It sort of looks at you a little angry. Elith.
Oh boy. Can I back the fuck up, or does it get an attack of opportunity?
You can withdraw, but that's your full round action. Otherwise, it will get an attack of opportunity.
It's got fire breath, brah. I'm gonna crossbow it in the fucking face.
Okay.
I do not think a 12 hits.
No, I'm sorry.
No! I was doing kind of good.
Cyprus. Cyprus, roll your stabilizing throw.
What do I add to this?
It's a con check.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. What is my con mod? +3. 18.
So it's... What's your negative hit points at?
Negative is 4.
So you are stable.
Cool.
Cyrus. Not.
Hi.
You're...
I don't know what to do. How far is Renza from the everything?
Renza's probably about 15 feet behind the lizard at this point.
Behind the lizard?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Got thrown.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that. Sorry. I just met you.
That's okay. thumbs up.
Die. Sorry.
Then perish.
Then perish.
Listen, if you make it out, you can retrieve our shit.
Brew. Yeah. No. Fuck all of this. I'm staying away.
Mm-hmm.
I
Alrighty.
have nothing. I have nothing long distance. I have. I could make it wet.
Is it creepy or wet?
Well, I could.
It's
make
creepy.
It
It's a nice lizard, sir.
wet. I can. I don't think it'll do anything. What's a? How does bull rushing work?
Do not bull rush the fucking lizard, babe.
I'm not. I don't want to, but like. But what is it so that I know, so I can understand the text of this spell?
Okay, so basically what it is you make the attempt rolling your CMB, and if they fail, they are pushed back. I believe it's either 5 or 10 feet. And then that can increase per amount over the combat maneuver defense you hit. IA uses bull rushes. Weirdly.
I don't know how much. Can I don't want to push it. Can I get around to its side? I don't know. How? But how far does Bull Rush push back? Hold on. 5 feet. Cause what if I just make it wet?
I think you can make it wet.
I'm going to cast Hydraulic Push on the dragon.
Oh?
And I will cast it because I can cast that from 25 feet away. There is no saving throw. It just happens. And I can, when I cast it, I can bull rush it. For a CMB equal to my caster level plus my charisma. And
Okay.
it does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So that I make it wet and I push it back 5 feet.
Yeah.
Or actually, so that would be the CMB would be 4, but I doubt that's higher than what this has.
No.
Yeah, so I push it back. It's wet, and I push it back 5 feet, and I can't do anything about it.
Is it creepy or wet? It's wet.
It's wet now.
It's sure wet now. Yeah. Correct.
Okay, that's it.
And you can. Was that a full action or a standard? Because if it was a standard, you can book it.
Standard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you've already used 10 feet of movement to get to its side.
Yeah. Well, maybe not its side. I didn't want to push it back on top of Renza.
Yeah. So at an angle, you would have had to move 5 feet.
Yeah. I will just get within range and then back off right after. But if I can't back off that far, that's fine.
You can back off 25 feet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe
Fuck it.
half.
Fuck it. Fuck the dragon.
Fuck the
No.
dragon.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
It is gonna come back on you, Elith.
Huh.
I need to stop moving my fucking background. God fucking bless.
Wait, doesn't... Because that was Cyrus's turn, right?
Yeah, but I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
So it's Flaming Lizard's turn.
It's attacking Elith.
Yeah.
Right. Hey! Come here for 2 seconds.
That is going to be a 17.
Oh, I'm a 16.
Aw.
Sorry. It does chomp down on you for a total of 10.
Okay. I am down.
And then it crosses the way to make a tail attack at you, Asha.
Oh, that's me. Jasper is disgruntled. Make a tail attack at me. Try it.
Baby
It's a
time.
dirty 20.
Yeah, so you tried it successfully.
That's going to be 6 points of damage.
Nothing to it. I'm still up.
Yo! Look at you
Jasper.
go.
Renza, you can make another stabilizing throw.
Okay, 14 or higher on the dice, please. Well, good news is I'm stable, so I stopped losing hit points. Bad news is that doesn't help me much. But I am stable.
We are shaking hands.
Asha, your turn.
Asha just sort of starts to talk to themselves a little bit. Sort of that same voice from before. She's not stepping away from this creature, but she does gain from her raging song and scald vigor fast healing too, and gains 2 hit points back.
God bless.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Elith, make your saving throw.
Okay. I have to make the 10 minus my negative, right? I mean...
Yeah, so effectively the DC is 10 plus your negative.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I meant. I got a 1 short.
No, so you lose a hit point.
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Hi. Is it... How many people are dying? Like half of us?
Everyone but you and Asha. And the thing is basically looming over Asha at this point.
Like, right up on him?
Yep.
Wet. Again.
What?
Wet. Gets blasted back
Become
3,
wet.
5 feet. It hates this.
Get the water hose.
Also, for clarity, you would roll the d20 plus 4, and then if it's over the...
Then you succeed, yeah.
Anyway.
Are you back? Are you booking it more?
Yeah, I would like it if Asha would book it with me. But
Unlikely
if it
to occur because an attack of opportunity will destroy me instantly.
I pushed it.
Push it
Does
5
that
feet away
help?
from you.
I pushed it. Does that help?
Well, its turn is next, so probably not, but I do so appreciate you.
Oh fuck! That's a terrible no. I can't help you because of no.
It's okay. I'm not upset.
We are delaying the scripted death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let me have my scripted death, for the love of God. It's making me so anxious to not.
Okay. That is going to be a 15 to bite.
Oh my god, you missed.
Hail for you.
Whip, whip.
Okay,
That is going to be a 17.
that hits.
Let me have my scripted death. Chomp.
That's
misses.
going to be 8 points of damage.
Okay, I am at -4 now. And yeah.
The tail comes in and just knocks Asha off his feet, and sends him sprawling. Cybus, it is you and the lizard.
Fuck the lizard. I'm leaving. Bye.
Oh no.
Goodbye. Nice knowing you. Hope you wake up at the spring later. If you don't, oh well. Bye.
What direction are you running?
Back in the direction of the town. I'm not leading this thing back towards the town. Well, I head in the direction of the town. Does it follow me?
It follows you for a little bit, and then seems to lose interest in you, because it has a bunch of other prey it has already killed.
Tasty treats.
And is
it
not
going to
so
eat
much
their-
interested in you. No.
Is it gonna eat their swords? That's gonna be a pain in the ass. To get back. Fuck. Okay.
Cybus, you are sprinting through the woods. Make me a survival check.
Not so great at those. 12?
You're not sure what way you're going.
Yep.
Beyond away from the lizard.
Yep. Figures. I've never been in a forest before.
Yeah. You've got no idea.
Well, I'm not at the lizard.
You're not at the lizard, but the way you run, you initially think go down, because you've been heading up the ridge the entire time. So you go the direction that is initially down. But then on the other side of the down, there's more up. And there's more trees. And you've lost the creek. And you don't know where you're going.
I stop running.
Until you stop running and you are standing at the foot of a sheer side of one of the mountains.
Oh no.
And off to your left, there is a small opening in the wall. Behind you is the rest of the forest.
I don't know if I trust like that. Can I look in the hole without getting like up close to it?
You can. It seems to be an entrance to a small, sort of inner cave passageway deep into this wall.
Is there any water in there?
Make a perception check.
That's pretty good. What's my modifier? 22?
You can't see it. Your dark vision extends a decent bit, but not far enough. But you can hear the sound of buzzing insects and the scent of what might be water.
Okay.
Renza. One moment you are standing on this creek bed, and the next everything is dark. There is nothing. You are sort of floating in this nothing. Not really able to think. Not even really there. Just nothing. And then you are floating. Really floating. And the first thing you come to notice, the first real thought that you have after the nothing, is that you are floating.
Can I see anything?
You open your eyes, and it is dark, but what is above you is distorted and sort of shifting. And you realize in the next second, you cannot breathe because you're floating in water.
Do I seem to be floating underwater or?
Underwater, yes.
Can I try to head towards... Okay, 2 questions.
Yeah?
Do I still seem to be wearing any of my stuff? And the second question is, can I try to make for the surface?
You appear not to have any of your things,
Okay.
but you start to move and you feel that resistance against your body in that way you do when one is swimming. But you reach up and you pull, and it's only a couple of pulls before your head breaks the surface of the water. And you gasp in air. And you look around as you are sort of treading water. And you seem to be floating in a clear but sort of still pool of water at the bottom of what seems like a cave. There is moss on the walls of the pool and both up and to the top of the ceiling. And you are standing there. And Cyrus, at the mouth of the cave, you hear something break the surface of the water and gasp in breath. Because the fact of the matter is that people have stopped dying. And Renza, as you pull yourself up out of the water, you look behind you and you see emerging from the depths of this pool a figure that looks like a dark tiefling start to make his way up to the surface as well.
I'll offer a hand to try and help him out.
And one after the other, Cyrus, as you stick your head further in, you see your recently deceased companions pull themselves out of this pool of water, entirely naked, but whole and alive. And that is where I'm going to end session.
Yeah, we are wet. God bless.
Yeah.
The real "are you creepy or wet" was just a matter of time all along. We are damp.
Oh,
Cybus
Very
is
nice
like-
party, sir.
Cybus is like, should I strip? Will that make this less awkward?
You're not wet or naked. What the hell?
I think she should. It's fun.
All right, here we go.
I need to go to bed. It's midnight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Good
that,
night.
I was trying to finish it up. I'm so
Yep,
sorry.
I gotta
Okay.
dismiss
Love you.
too.
Good night.
Good night.
Love you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording. Oh yeah, Cyprus is visibly trans man. He do still got him tits.
Good for him.
God bless.
him.
We don't need to grapple with Cybus, whatever Cybus looks like underneath the clothing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Cybus won't actually strip.
Yeah.
We won't. We don't have to. We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. All right.